I think I forgot the song, but that's okay. I forgot the intro. I forgot to add the intro to the. Sorry. Miss how I used to be the only one I could see. And it's not a big deal. Hi, guys. What up? Welcome to the All Signs. The intro song is still available. It's over in the Reflections playlist, and there's a link down in the bio and in the description. But we're just doing All Signs. What's up? Happy birthday, America. How are you guys doing? Happy 4th of July. That's right. America is a Cancer. Very nice. I'm July 7th, Cancer. Where's all the Cancers at? Where's everybody at? Good morning. Hey, right girl. What's up? Thanks for coming in. Hi, Juan. Good to see you guys. Shelby, Cappy Go, Sunshine. Sunshine, a big thank you and a big shout out. Y'all make sure you subscribe and follow Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. For her, she put her life on hold again and she raced down up here to Michigan to help paint and stage the house so we can get this thing sold to get me down there to Tennessee to the new house. So an awesome shout out for Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. You are awesome. And she's over in the other part there. So thank you. Cool. Okay, now I'll be an adult. Okay. How are you guys doing? What's up? How's your weekend going so far? I know it's early, so grab some coffee. And we are going to do an all signs from Aries to Pisces. All right, whatever comes out, we're going to do the usual because this is some of the few and final readings that will be coming out of the Michigan studios before I make my way to Tennessee. Currently, the tentative date is set for closing on July 27th. So many prayers going out that the good Lord helps me get the job done. All right, you tired? Well, that's understandable. That's a big part of what's going on right now. I can see that, Lane. Because we're finally, like the earth has finally started cooling down from that hardcore stop, right? So when CERN turned off the collider, because the collider's been what's making the earth spin faster since they turned it on in 2009, it's physics. It's a giant think of like a gigantic MRI in Sweden moving really, really fast, so to speak. It's what caused like the days went by faster, the days seem shorter. And y'all notice that now they're kind of like returning to a normal even keel, because we finally stopped making the earth spin faster. So it's almost like a form of jet lag that you guys are feeling. If you're all feeling tired, I'm good. What's up, NFV? How are ya? That's exactly what it is. The earth spins on its natural rotation, that the speed and the tempo and the pace that God set it to. And then us, humans, decided we're going to build something that, like, think about when you're on like a tilt-a-whirl at a carnival. Like that, and how it makes everything go faster. That's what happened to the earth from a gigantic one doing it, right? It's science. It's particle fusion and physics and splitting atoms and stuff like that. There's a lot of very good things that have come out of it. One of the downsides of it is the earth spun faster because we had a gigantic magnet spinning on it for the past X amount of years. That's how that went. So it's just like jet lag. Now that magnet got turned off, the earth returned to God's normal pace. And it's like when you stand on the brakes on a car to do a hard stop, right? And then the brakes are hot. The brakes and the rotors get hot. The earth got hot. And then God had a storm come through and everything cooled back down. It settled down. So yeah, it's like feeling exhausted or tired after having like jet lag when you fly like across one of the oceans and you got a major time zone difference. I get jet lag just going between Eastern and Central time, so I totally get it. But yep, the earth is now returning to its normal pace and its normal tempo, the normal motion in the ocean, in the universe. So basically what it is, if y'all are tired, that's your body telling you, sleep in, need your beauty sleep. You can't recharge an electric car unless you park it and plug it in, right? So that's all of you guys, you need to recharge. It's readjusting to the time. Notice like the birds don't chirp at 3 a.m. Everything is like, it gets quieter in the evenings at night. The sun's got I looked this morning, the sun's got the yellow glow back to it. It's not white. It's yellow like the sun's full. I never once picked up a white crayon when I was a kid to color in the sun. It was always a yellow crayon, right? And then get this. I had to go pick up some stuff at the store, right? And I'm in the aisle at Meijer, right? The Fruit of the Loom stuff has the cornucopia on it. Just saying. Mandela effect says what? But yes, we are returning to normal. Y'all are going to feel like you kind of did in like 2008 energy. Totally. And I don't care if you were like 8 years old in 2008. You're going to feel like a kid again. Like young, fun, enjoy the summer. Told you it's a summer of love. With everything transiting through Cancer and Leo. And there's even a Mars conjunct that comes in. Y'all report back. Report back, TikTok. Let me know if you guys do see that. For me, I was shocked. I was just walking by there to go down for the groceries. And I was like, no way. I literally stopped and backed up with the cart. And I'm like, whoa. It's really kind of cool. That's the whole summer of love thing. So let's do an all signs and find out what's coming in now that that thing has been turned off. That's more of a bigger effect than anything going on in the universe right now, right? If the sun exploded, it would take all of us like 9 years to find out. It would take that long for, no, probably it's like, I think it's like 90 days or 9 days or something. I don't know. I'll look it up. That's exceeding my level of dork for right now because it's Cancer season and I'm a July 7th Cancer. So Cancer, you know how we do it. It's my birthday month. It's not just one day. And Cancer never picks what they want for dinner. They always think about what everybody else wants. It's like, where do I want to go for my birthday? What does everybody else like? That's how we do it. I give the sun kisses. I like that, iCat. I give the sun kisses too. That's nice. All right. You guys ready? Cappy Goat, Shelby, y'all good over here? That was the stuff that went on during Pisces. That was freaky. We had a God flex this week, this past week during Leo and Pisces. And both times it matched to a giant weird spike. The one during Pisces where everything started freaking as the storm went through. What I found out, I looked back right after the live. I looked on the Schumann scale. It was the crown chakra had an activation. There was a giant magnetic pulse that activated in the crown chakras. All of our crown chakras reset. And then all the algorithms changed. YouTube and TikTok's algorithms all reset. It's so weird, but it's really cool too. So we're in a whole new energetical mind front. It's like an Ace of Wands blank page, and we're going to see what the artist is going to sketch out on it. All right? Keep your thoughts, keep your prayers, keep your trust, keep your everything positive. Remember, the words you say cast out into the universe. Not just about your person, but more so, especially during Mercury retrograde, about you, right? It's don't talk down on yourself. Be like, oh man, should have done that. Oh man, how stupid. Don't do that. Stuff goes out there. Remember how awesome and amazing you are right now. No matter how tired you are, how stressed out you are, how internal you are, any of it. Take the time to allow yourself the time to process. Totally worth it. So, all right, you guys ready? Let's do it to it. I love it when God flexes. He's the coolest boss ever. That's why we do not do divination here. All right, people do divination, not tarot cards. I've explained it in a couple of posts that are pinned over on TikTok and that. I've studied it. I know it exists. I have no interest in practicing it or doing it because when you work directly for God, I do anything bad. My karma is literally John Lennon, instant karma says what? So I know just to stay good. And we are not doing I'm not calling in dead people. I'm still sitting here with you guys the whole time. All I'm doing is taking textbook definitions of these things and combining them together to go that plus that tells me to say this. All right. I'm sitting here right with you reading this no different than if I was reading the Bible. All right. So let's tap in, tune in, and see what's going on. Whatever messages comes out, I'll convey it across to you because remember, tarot's not etched in stone. It's a map. We're the navigators. If something comes out that might be of warning, we can let you know just like your GPS and your car does so that you can be redirected around the construction zone. All right? And never give your power away to tarot. Anything you don't like in the readings, you're more than welcome to do the work to change it up. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You're America's birthday twin. That's awesome. Also, too, this is the channel that supports cross-watching. You're more than welcome to snoop into your person's sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever signs you want. Do with caution, though, okay? And take what resonates because it's not on that side if there's energies of they're with somebody else or there's third-party vibes. If it doesn't fit to you and your person's story, don't try to force it, okay? Cross-watch with caution because on their side of the fence, they could have a whole other life going on, not in a bad way, but stuff that you don't know about, right? You might not know all the stuff that goes on at work, all the stuff that goes on in their life, how many times like their parents are on them or siblings, family, everything. So don't always take an entire cross-watching reading if you watch for your person's signs. Don't take everything fully to heart because there's a lot that goes on that you might not know yet in their life. Okay, so cross-watch with caution. Page of Swords safely. All right, let's rock and roll. Starting from the top with Aries. Aries energy, week ahead. Aries through Pisces. From July 4th to July the 11th. Yeah, I think I put 4th to the 11th. So let's do it to it, Aries. All right, we're going to lead in with the Everyday Enchanted Tarot and the links to all the decks that I use on the channel, which these are all decks that don't have weird old 16th century artwork on them where it's all weird and cryptic. They're actually really pretty pictures. I have the Titanic, I have the Princess Bride, I have the avocados. So I got the Beatles. Okay, so we ain't doing any of that stuff here. All right, other channels that wish to, we don't judge. That's cool. There's plenty of other channels that do that. We're going to just kind of keep it good, keep it grounded, good vibes only, and be kind. I'm sure there's plenty of other places you could go to find out that your person's suffering and all that bad stuff, but we don't wish that out onto the people. We don't even want to report on it. All right, we're going to stay in the good vibes only, because when you stay in the good comes back onto you. All right? And if you're watching to find out about them, why do you want to know if they're suffering? I don't want my person suffering. I want them to be happy. I say a prayer in the morning that's like, I hope they're happy, I hope they're confident, I hope they have a good day, and I hope things go good, right? I don't want to know. So if something's going wrong, I want them to tell me so I can help them. You know what I mean? Anyways, enough. I'm off my soapbox. Aries, you're at 10:33. Let's do something then, shall we? Let's go, boys. Lights on. All right, Aries, we're going to check into you and your person's energy, everything. Maybe this is work, maybe it's life and guidance. I'm going to let the cards that come out tell me what to say. So, God, tap me in, tune me in, and give me everything I need to know and everything you've got for Aries. Give me everything you got for the leader of the pack from whenever Aries finds this reading, add 7 days to it. All right, let's go, Aries. There's a reason you're the leader of the pack. Vroom, vroom. And the overall energy on this is the Knight of Wands. All right? It seems like there's been a monkey wrench thrown into things for some reason that we're going to find out about. The Nine of Cups tells me it's about love, and it also tells me in both your guys' minds is the thought of union, marriage. And Nine of Cups are some blessings that come in with the Page of Wands to the Queen of Cups. You guys are both discovering real love. And regardless of what stage you're at in your connection, whether it's like silence, no contact, just, hey, we had a fight last night and we haven't made good on it yet, you know, something like that with the High Priestess, there's a peace offering, because on the Hanged Man, there's the little dove of peace. So you guys have been seeing cardinals more lately. That's letting you know that you're on the right path, okay? Something about the Cardinals resonates. I'm not much about sports, but isn't the Cardinals a baseball team? I don't know. Anyways, okay, let me stick into it. Hey, I was a dork. I'm not really good at the sports. I just learned like a year ago that PBR is in football, so work with me. Anyways. All right, I've got the Eight of Swords, Gemini energy. You know they miss you. You know they miss you, right, Aries? As soon as I started looking at this Eight of Swords, I saw your person, not you. And it's not that they're suffering, but look at all, it starts with what I started with the intro for the all signs, where I was like, you might not know everything that's going on in your person's life. Maybe there's a lot of internal things that they have to think through and process. Eight of Swords is out. And I see here see how this woman's just going through her day-to-day life, right? And yet there's a lot on her mind there. Even while she's got all of life stuff, the kids, the dog, everything still going on, it's a lot of swords. Fool card in the Ace of Pentacles is about how to get this started. How do we get it to the next level, right? That's Capricorn and Aries energy. And some of you guys, it could actually be Aries. Okay, it could be dealing with another Aries. Eight of Pentacles. So it's telling me work is what's getting in the way. And the King of Cups is you guys are learning how to adapt to two people's crazy lifestyles, right? And even if you guys have been married, it's football. Thanks, Letty. I'm sorry. Anyways, you guys are, let's say you guys have been married for 2, 10, or 20 years, irrelevant to this status here. It could be something that like somebody got a promotion at work, or somebody has to travel for work or for training. And in this here, we have a bit of somebody that needs to stop working as much and make time for themselves. So we have somebody with the Two of Pentacles that's working on adapting their day-to-day living so they don't have to sacrifice anything they already have going on, but they also have time to make time for you. Okay? I wonder if they miss you. Yeah, somebody here with the Eight of Pentacles on that. Somebody maybe travels for work, or somebody rides a motorcycle. It is summertime. Now I'm seeing, what is that? Route 66. Like somebody going cross country on a motorcycle or a road trip type vibe or something. But it's that kind of a vibe. It's like playing Where's Waldo, where they're trying to find you or find their way to you or something. Yeah, Six of Cups. Oh, wow. That's kind of neat. The Mercury retrograde's got them. And I did just hear the vibes for those of you that there's kids involved. I did hear the vibes of doing it for the kids or something like that. All right. Where, you know, you make them feel pretty good about themselves. And that's the neat thing. King of Cups. What I'm seeing here is this is either an actual physical or energetical distance that needed to come into place in order for you guys to both be able to maintain the independence. Because it seems like how hard somebody was working is what was getting in the way of things. And it could have been even what resulted in a fight for some of you guys. There is some pretty strong Pisces energy on this one. Gemini's here. The Aries and the Capricorn's pretty strong. Capricorn and Gemini seems to be the biggest parts of their chart that's activating when I'm reaching out to the energies to be like, hey, God, fill me in on what's going on in their psyches. Remember, God sees and hears all the things that we don't, right? Believe it or not, he's telling me that they're like internally isolated, all right? So for the Aries that think, oh, they're cheating on me, oh, they moved on, Wait, Archer, I go to other tarot readings, and as soon as they see a Three of Swords, they're like, yep, they're cheating. Nope. See, Three of Swords is Libra energy. It's a thought. It's not a physical interaction, all right? But Eight of Swords on the King of Cups tells me your person is isolating. And in the King of Cups, it's what's making them really value having you around more, okay? Where they are working to balance their life and make more time for you guys. Somebody here might be a waiter or a server or work in the customer service industry, which is good. Because it's like God says, when you're waiting, do what waiters do, serve. So it's kind of like the King of Cups shows the times, like people were getting so involved, like your guys' career paths were really getting a lot, right? That led to this. Because even you're feeling like they never made as much time for you, or they treated you like an employee instead of a significant other, and you didn't like that. Some of you guys might even have chose, maybe, let's see, maybe 2 to 8% of you guys, or somebody's born on the 28th, maybe 2 to 8% of you guys is just like, you know what, I need some time. I choose me right now. I need to recharge. This was a lot to go through. They were intense. They would come at me. They were controlling. And it's like, I just kind of need me right now. All right, just take what part that resonates. Five of Wands, lessons learned. Four of Pentacles, they know how much they were closed off. And even though that's more Capricorn, there's a little crab on that card. So I'm pulling all the cardinal energy on this reading. Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, and Libra. Then you got Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, and Leo. Seven of Cups into the Eight of Cups. Ooh, communication's going to pick back up in the week ahead, and by the Lionsgate portal on 8/8, because I'm seeing the repeating eights. Bonus points if you've been seeing repeating eights, or somebody wears the infinity necklace. They miss you. It's not bad. It's that they do kind of Four of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. They have looked inward to realize, wow, I did kind of do a lot to get in the way on this, to throw a wrench in things, right? Because maybe they weren't opening up as much as they could have. Knight of Wands. Maybe you called them out and they were still giving off like a player vibe. And you're like, I don't like that. I need you to be a little more in a different vibe, right? The passive aggressive stuff or the bullying and stuff might have been a lot. But just so you know, they are on their own and they're reflective. So any other reading that comes in with the whole third party stuff, oh, that's probably what it is. No, look, straight up. I have a hard time doing the dishes, just trying to do day-to-day things. It's a little bit of them paying their karmic debt off for the way that they had been treating you. And it's a mutual thing. That's why you're feeling down, because you guys both want something equal and fair. You said it to God. He's like, see, Archer, see where they both said it to me? I'm like, yep, I gotcha. So it's that thing on this Eight of Pentacles that you're both actually putting in the work. You guys are kind of frustrated about this whole thing because you just wanted a little bit more of a truthful interaction. So you guys are both being guided to not give up the stuff that still makes you you in your day-to-day life, right? Whether it's playing video games or maybe you like, I don't know, it's like somebody here might like archery, like shooting bows and arrows, which that's fun actually. It's I like doing that. Or the Hunger Games might resonate to somebody. It's the ability to still be yourselves, and then while Eight of Pentacles putting in the work so you guys can make the time needed for each other so neither of you guys wind up feeling neglected because you guys were taking turns at it. Sometimes you were down, sometimes they were down, right? But when you were down, they weren't picking up the slack for you. They're really learning about that. So in the Four of Pentacles, they can open up. They're not love bombing. They're showing vulnerability. And maybe you're not used to it super much because you never really had anybody in your past. None of your exes showed you vulnerability. They were just in it for what was in it for them. And then when they didn't get their way, they bullied you into submission because they're like, oh, cardinal fire sign. I got to put that fire out. You're getting your fire back. And this is the one that you can make it through these with. The communication, the talking lets you iron this stuff out. All right. I love it for you. You then could be born on the 4th or the 8th, 18th. A lot of repeating 8s. So the 28th shows up again. Repeating 2s and 8s may resonate to you. And check out angel number 288. Okay. And somebody's in construction or something because this level, that level there on this course of brick, that resonated. It just kind of popped out to me like, look at that. Or maybe you guys are just coming into a more level thing, which is kind of nice too. All right. So I do hope that helps. All right, Aries, down below, remember, leave your comment or your text, your DM for them. The thing you can't say to them, leave it down below with or without saying their name. And remember, interact and be a family, reply to each other's comments. You never know. That one comment you intuitively just feel like leaving, or the one reply might be exactly what saves yours or somebody's connection. Either way, it's good karma. Pay it forward. All right? If you want to book a personal reading or check out everything else the network has to offer, just scan the QR code or use the link in the description, comments, and bio. Otherwise, till next we meet, love you, Aries, and I'll see you later. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Wait, hold on. Peace, love. It's been a minute. I'm out of practice. Anyways, see you later. Bye. All right. Next up is going to be Taurus. There's an order in the zodiac for a reason. God set it up that way. I'm just following the boss's orders. All right. Banners, Taurus. Cool beans. Next up, Taurus, you're going to be at 2027. And we're going to use Titanic for you because that's the deck I went for. All right. What up, Taurus? How you doing? Think about your person. Think about whatever you wish to. And God, tap me in, tune me into Taurus's energy. And give me everything you got for Taurus for the week ahead. From whenever Taurus finds this reading, add 7 days to it, Taurus. Because Taurus, in the great words of the philosopher Ella Langley, you know everybody wants to be you so bad. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. All right. Give me everything you got for Taurus. Let's roll. Oh, wow. Speaking of let's roll, the overall energy is Chariot. Cancer energy. And my nose is itching. The nose knows. That could mean this is straight up going down now during Cancer season, okay? It's like that scene in Spaceballs. I've never seen Star Wars. There's only one woman on this planet that's going to get me to watch Star Wars. But I've seen Spaceballs. What does this happen in the movie, sir? Now. Everything you're happening now is happening now. It's right. So when will then be now? Oh, that's your question to God. When will this be over? When can we just move forward together? When will then be now? Knight of Cups soon. Right? And I know the Knights are the fixed energy in the tarot, so I should say this is Scorpio. But again, I felt more Cancer energy. Almost like God saying a little bit of like before July 22nd. All right. Death card. It's a bit of a process they're going through to level up, isn't it? With the Hanged Man, you kind of hung in there for a while on this. Putting up with whatever you've been putting up with. Well, they've come out of this Hanged Man energy and started Death card transforming. Oh, Taurus is like, I know what's going on in my life. I would like to know what's going on in theirs. You got it. Let's rock and roll. All right. The Knight of Wands. The Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So they're feeling some type of way about you. They like you, Ace of Wands. There is still there's a spark still in this connection. I think the red thread theory is going on while you guys are working on learning lessons. All right, this is if Crocodile Dundee was on the Titanic. This is that scene in the movie where they need a knife. Then Crocodile Dundee walks and goes, that ain't a knife, it's a knife. Why is Crocodile Dundee on the Titanic? Your person's kind of in a daydreamy kind of mode about you, where stuff's not making sense to them, okay? Let's see where this goes. The Page of Wands, it's all wands. This deck's a limited collector's edition, so I know it's not a new deck, but these are all wands. There's a fire burning in their soul. All right, let's see where this goes. Emperor card, that's more fire. Aries energy, Seven of Swords. There's a little clearing of the mind. They're a little hot under the collar for you. The Justice card, that's Libra. The Two of Swords, that's Libra. And the Ten of Cups. Oh, they're trying to play it cool, but deep down, you're their dreamboat. Oh gosh, it's turning into Rainbow Unicorn Tarot. Keep it together, Archer. What are you doing, man? The Ten of Cups. They are daydreaming about you. And the Seven of Swords, they're trying to find a way to get themselves get together and composed and to get over the past traumas from their exes before you that they weren't fully straight up healed on, right? So a little bit of their past energy shrapnel might have come out into the energies, but yet they're telling me that they're good. They're like, because I've got the Justice card, okay? The Justice card is Libra energy. It's their major arcana, and it's not just justice. It's the energies of getting both the left and the right brains in sync, the masculine and the feminine energies in the chart, the emotional and the logical parts, right? That's what I'm seeing on this one is they're straight up saying at the time this went down, they weren't fully over their ex, not in the fact that they still wanted them, but they weren't fully over the damage that had been done. But they felt confident enough because you did it to them with the Ace of Wands. You gave them that push, that spark, that they're like, maybe I am okay on this, right? And then I think what happened is a little bit of that may have came back out. Because the Emperor card to the Page of Wands, this is somebody that does see a fun, flirty energy with you. But they also, with the Five of Wands to the Knight of Wands, they do see a point where with that violin coming out, maybe it was the energies that they knew more behind the scenes than met the eye. And so with the Seven of Swords, I think it's trying to decipher lies. I want to go into this. Let's not worry about the wands at the moment. I'm being guided towards the Seven of Swords out of everything. Okay, that's Aquarius energy. I've got Aquarius, Pisces, Libra, Leo, Aries. Sag is here. Page of Wands. Pages. The pages, I call those as they're young. They don't know what they want to be when they grow up yet. It's a wild card. It's more Sagittarius vibes, though. And that's First Officer Murdoch. He's the one that told them to slow down and back up. Hard to starboard, full speed astern. Why did they say hard to starboard? The ship turned to the left. It was a transition phase in shipping. They were still using tiller commands back in the days when you had to use the tiller and you had to go in the opposite direction you wanted the boat to turn. All right. Captain Smith told all of his officers on any ship he captained that we use tiller commands on here. So that's why he said it that way. There was no wrong turn or wrong decision. Okay, Strength card to the 9 of Cups. So what I'm seeing on this one with the Star card, this is that vibe that there was some people getting involved with the 7 of Cups. Some of you guys might be in the public eye because it seems like that there's like jealousy in the ranks, or it's just you guys have similar friend circles, or maybe some of you guys work together, right? Because there were too many people spreading rumors. Yeah, I'm hearing, yeah, it's Fleetwood Mac. Like Taurus, you're telling me that with everything that was going on in this, like Fleetwood Mac could write an album about it. 9 of Cups to the Strength card. Somebody might be a musician because I'm pulling a lot of song references for having a sinking ship in front of me. The Tower card to the Star card. Yeah, I know that's what Wallace Hartley said. The Aquarius energy is healing, right? From this Tower card. You came into their life at a point that they didn't realize whether they were ready or not. And it was in a stage where with that 7 of Cups, the jealousy caused other people to start spreading lies and rumors about both of you guys in the way that I think both of you guys disconnected from the energy in order to find yourselves and grow and mature. The Knight of Pentacles. Because they were coming rather intense at you, right? And that's at the point where you're at like a great decision in the road about which direction do I go? How do I move or how do I navigate forward on this, right? 2 of Swords. Out of all the people, this might be the one, King of Swords, Queen of Swords to the Hierophant, that you would give a chance to into it. I think you guys both found out that a lot of people were talking stuff behind her because there was a lot of jealousy in the ranks. So much so to the point that you're like, with what I did I make it? No, you didn't make a wrong decision, Taurus. Because you're like, well, based on stuff right now, what if I did something wrong? The vibe on this is that you guys had to go and make the decisions and go through the stages that you needed to in order to ascend to come together properly. This could be just the vibes that like maybe they suspected you had a work partner and they were accusing you of cheating or something because somebody told them you were, right? And you're like, what the heck? Or even worse with the 10 of Cups was the whole like they had a dream that you were cheating on them. And you're like, I was sleeping next to you the whole time, right? Or those of you wanting to move into another connection on this one is like, wait a second, I'm in my bed, you're in your bed, one of us is in the wrong location. Or something like that. I don't know. 7 of Cups to the Star card. Oh, with the Ace of Wands, they weren't in a full place of God yet, right? It might have been a little bit of a test in like the lust or something, coming at it from lust instead of love. And they had to come out of that vibe and slow their roll, Knight of Pentacles, in order to mature up. Because what you see is the way that they never felt seen by their exes, where they felt like, maybe even clear back to their parents, where like they felt like a glass child, a glass partner, a glass boyfriend or girlfriend. And that's what led up to all of this, where like it's like, whoa, I got to figure myself out. And then they come back in because you guys have both found that balance. And it is the one that you do wind up long term with on the 3 of Cups. That's the wedding in Cana in the biblical tarot. And then your major arcana along with justice could be a little bit of the justice of the peace and love that comes in on that. And the Hierophant's not just about growing up and expanding knowledge and learning lessons. It's the card of union, straight up. And it's the one on your mind, not mine. But it's the one that sees you as a wise decision. With the Wheel of Fortune, this cycles back around, and you guys get to make the decision again, right? I love it. I hope that helps. Taurus, down below in the comments section, because you guys got like an 89% chance of talking this out and having a nice, calm conversation that actually leads to clearing the slate, so it's just you two going forward. It's nice. All right? I do hope it helps. Remember, Taurus, no 3 of Swords. They're not cheating on you, okay? Anyways, down below in the comments, if you like, go ahead and tell us your story or leave your text or your DM to them with or without saying their name. Get it off your chest, right? And remember, reply, interact, be a family. You never know. That one comment that you intuitively are like, I don't normally comment, but I'm going to comment on this one. You're doing it for a reason. The good Lord's getting you to do it, right? The one you reply to, the good Lord's getting you to feel like doing that one. You never know. That one comment might be what fixes a relationship or a marriage. And even if it's not yours, it's the karmic payouts for that pays out tenfold. And it does fix yours too. It's a pay it forward. All right. I hope that helps. All right, Taurus, if you want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else that the channel has to offer, all you've got to do is scan the QR code or use the link that's in the description box or bio. And Taurus, they do love you, just so you know, right? They do love you. Okay? Anyhow, all right, Taurus, till next we meet, I love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Thanks, Taurus. We just nailed the ending. Beautiful. That's the one we're using from now on. Very nice. Great success. All right, next up. You ready for this, Queen Tiki? Hey, Krista. How are you doing? I've been like that too. What's up, Ariana? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Limitless. Good to see you guys today. You guys doing okay over here? Hi, Renee. How you doing? You will be, Renee, yes. Once you complete that part of your stage and your health does get back to best, there is someone waiting for you in the wings that is waiting to love you right. Okay? Straight up. It's the rewards for what you've made it through. All right, Indigo Dream. Indigo, straight up, you're going to face that challenge because the love on your mind is going to reach out, but you're also going to have somebody new of interest that takes kind of a liking to you. You have someone smitten with you. Well, you're looking in the past direction. You're approaching two very possible nice suitors, okay? Just so you know. And you can't make a wrong choice. God has both plans laid out. Okay, Indigo Dream, how you doing? You guys ready for Gemini? Let's get into Gemini, shall we? Bop, skitty, bum, bum, boom. There we go, perfect. Gemini, what deck do I want? Let's use the avocado deck. Let's use the Millennial Tarot. All right, let's see what we got going on. Gemini, you're going to be at 3155. All right, so here we go. God, tap me in, tune me into Gemini's energy and give me everything you've got for Gemini for the week ahead. From whenever Gemini finds this reading, add 7 days to it. Gemini, did you put your foot down about something? Did you see how like I was very assertive when I put that down? Normally I just like kind of tap the deck onto the table, but you're like lay it on the table. Oh, dealing with a Taurus? Okay. Let's see what we got, God, for the week ahead. Whatever comes out, work, love, cross-watch, guidance, whatever they got. Give me everything you got for Taurus for the week ahead. No. Who's dealing with a Taurus? Taurus keeps popping into this. Isn't that wild? This is for Gemini, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Sit down, Taurus. Your reading is over. Okay. I'll see you, Taurus, next week. Okay. The Empress, Taurus energy, Taurus and Libra. Oh my word, what is up? Whoa. Four of Swords, Libra. King of Swords, that's Gemini. That's you. Oh my gosh. Why do you have a Taurus trying to take over your reading? The Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. The Ace of Swords is Libra. You have a lot of Libra Taurus energy on this thing. Then you've got the Ace of Wands, that's Aries. The Ten of Wands, burnt out onto the Knight of Swords. I see a Gemini that's burnt out on drama. Straight up. Don't want all this drama. Give me some real. Because, yeah, you got the Knight of Wands with the Emperor card repeating out on this. Emperor to the Ace of Wands. Strong Aries energy that comes in. You couldn't keep letting them boss you around like that. No attention is a form of bossing you around, right? It's the whole like leaving you unread, ignoring your comments, ignoring the things you do or put into it, and making you feel like you're unseen. Or for some of you, are you just in their life for this? Ace of Wands? Maybe dealing with somebody that might have been more in a place of lust instead of love or something like that. Because you're feeling like you're an option and you're focusing on yourself. You're almost looking at me going, I don't want to talk to them. Something like that. Hang on, Gemini. I'm going to throw a bone your way. Hold on. Crosswatcher, Gemini's a little ticked off at you. What'd you do? Trying. Anyways, King of Swords. It's their mouth that got in the way, isn't it? This energy here, it's not the way they said it to you, but how they said it. Or how they didn't say anything at all. Right? The fact on this one that came in with the Knight of Wands to that Emperor card, the way that the actions came out, they weren't practicing what they preach. Right? They might have said you're their husband, you're their wife, you're their friend, you're their significant other, but they never walked the walk, right? For some of you guys, it was that they never said anything, just completely ignored the existence, right? Even for those of you that are married in the long term. It could be a similar vibe about work or money being a thing on this one. Somebody really focused on themselves a lot or trying to establish themselves, right? Because somebody might be in public speaking on this. See that microphone on there? Somebody could be doing talks or something. I don't know, but I'm seeing like TED Talks or training seminars. Maybe somebody travels for work. But in the Ace of Swords to the King of Wands, it wasn't really how they said it. But it was the fact that they would promise it and then it never went anywhere. They always had a reason why they weren't available or they didn't show up. And it left you wondering why you're going all in when they weren't. And it maybe kind of made you feel like that, like they were King of Wands stinging you along. And then I've got that big D energy. So they did need to go through a bit of an awakening and get into a little bit more of like a big divine energy, right? Hold on, I lost the chat. There we go. It's back. Okay, cool. Hey, Randy, what up? That's the thing on this one. They needed to come out of that vibe, right? Ace of Wands to the King of Wands and start thinking with the other chakra, maybe? Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Some of you guys, it might be a Gemini connection because I see somebody who, whatever it is they do for work, right? They come across rather flirty or publicly. Maybe publicly or like in whatever they do for a living it could even just be something as simple as sales where they got to put on that, put on the show, the public face that people get to see, right? I think it's a bit of that because it does seem like I'm going to pull a little bit of vibes on this one because I've got the Nine of Pentacles to the Emperor. Some of you guys maybe have recently moved or moved in together or maybe purchased a new place or something, right? Hey, Limitless. But the thing on this is if I didn't know better, there is a bit of a two-way street because it's a divine couple. You guys are on a kingdom spouse journey, Emperor to the Empress, right? The Emperor to the Empress are the ones that go through the most of the toughest tests because they were handpicked by God, which kind of tells me, hey, Lisa, it kind of tells me that when you have something like that comes in, it's destined to meant to be. You just kind of needed them to get into their Emperor and Emperor status because I notice at the moment I only have one king on the table and it's Gemini energy. It's the King of Swords. And it does say a grown man, right? That Four of Swords, they were so busy thinking that they had everything together that they weren't realizing that in the process they were neglecting you. But yet pulling onto their side of the energy, the thing on this is, this person has always been trying to forge their own identity by themselves. They've never really had a sense of identity. They never feel like they fit in. They never feel like they belonged. And because of their relationship status, this is somebody who decided to go inward. And even though they're supposed to be in it to win it with you, they don't act like it, or they act Nine of Pentacles single. When in reality to the Emperor, here's the thing on this one, is what it's telling me is this is a big lesson in communication, and really it's not what you say, it's what you don't say. You wouldn't believe it, behind the scenes, they're doing what they're doing now for you. They've been working very much singular on their own in order to establish themselves. And that is kind of how it works today. There could be an age gap or something on this. The age difference might be a factor. And that nowadays, the 20s are when you still find yourself and get established and get your career and everything. The 30s are where you start laying down roots and being established. Some people don't get married till their 40s nowadays. It is a little bit of a different vibe due to the age difference, and that behind the scenes, they have become so used to focusing on themselves and their own growth and their own journey that they were actually doing it for both of you guys. It's somebody that had to, they're working harder behind the scenes. You're getting upset about it, and you come to find out it's that they were working because they had extra money so that you guys could get that better apartment, or the rent rate went up, or that they want a better future. And because they didn't convey it to you, you're sitting there going, screw them. They don't want to show me any love. They don't, forget this. I'm in my sword energy, Ace of Swords. I'll move forward. And then in reality, they're telling me, they're like, but Gemini said Gemini wanted better. I'm trying to give Gemini better. It's a very big part on this one with the Six of Pentacles. See, some of you guys, maybe you could live at a distance. It could be long distance, or somebody moves or has to travel for work. But the Seven of Pentacles, it's about the hustle structure. And with the Ace of Cups, you got 3 out of 4 aces showing up. That's how far away. It's so close. You've come so long because it's an Emperor and an Empress on the table, which means you are mad at them, but you love them, right? Hey, Edex, you are not late. Perfect timing. That's pretty fly for a Gemini. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Look what's starting to show up besides the fact that we've got three aces on the table. And it could be a digital relationship. Maybe some of you guys met or you're on TikTok. It's like how the modern generation has kind of started to revamp the promise ring because the previous generation didn't kind of get it right. And so they've adapted it to change with the times. This is the vibes on this one that it could be that you guys met digitally. And that it's progressing in that pace on this because with the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords, they see you as a good investment. And believe it or not, even if it goes down the well that this is somebody who, when you met, they were facing an addiction. And you think they're off when they're like, I'm working late or I'm this and that. And you think that they're just off gallivanting around. In reality, you find out they're off trying to get clean and trying to put themselves through it, right? Something like that. Where just because of a little bit of lack in communication, you come to find out everything they was doing it for you the whole time. That kind of a vibe. They see you as a good investment, good enough that in the Two of Swords, they're trying to do that work. Have a little hope and faith on this one, because believe it or not, this glow up, it's actually a lot for them to deal with. Ten of Wands. They're feeling just as burnt out as you are. You guys are both mirroring. All right? I hope that helps. Cancer and Sagittarius is pretty strong here, and you are only one ace away. 111 showing up. Okay, some of you guys might be seeing angel number 111, repeating ones, or always looking at the clock at 111. That'll tie into this one. And let's see here. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, a lot of Libra, a lot of Aries, Cancer, Sag, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Virgo, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, and Aquarius. Oh, yep. As I say Aquarius, the star card comes out. This is divinely guided. It's, so to speak, it's written in the stars for you guys to come through this and work out. The blip of what you guys are going through now pales in comparison to what I'm seeing here, that it's together for the rest of your lives. All right? So you guys will persevere through this. You're mad at them, but you love them. They love you too. They have a hard time of walking the walk while they're talking the talk. They're getting that part together. I love it. Gemini, remember, down in the comments down below, go ahead and leave your text, your DM, your message to them with or without saying their name. That's fine. Or let us know what's going on in your life, your story. All right? And even if you just want to leave an emoji, no problema. All right? We can still help you pray into existence. God knows what you're thinking. Remember, too, that one comment that you're like, I never comment on stuff, that you intuitively are like, okay, I'm going to do it this time. That one comment you leave or that one reply you leave might be exactly what happens to fix a marriage, a relationship, a connection, whether it's yours, if it's somebody else's. The karma payout on that from God above is tenfold. So it pays it forward. It's like paying it ahead in a drive-through line. All right, Gemini, I hope it helps. And I will see you later on this week for your all signs, the individual readings and all that. All right, so until next we meet, Gemini, love you to the moon and back. Peace, love, and spinny hugs, and I'll see you later. All right. Thank you guys all for being here. Everybody in the chats. Oh, wow. We're pushing about 400 or 500. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us today. I hope you're doing good. Oh, Lily, Aquariuses are awesome. You're welcome, Caddy. Thank you for the confirmations. Limitless, EDEX. Oh, you're welcome. I do hope that works out. Thank you guys for the confirmation, because I'm not pulling energies. I'm not snooping into your guys' personal lives, especially the women here. I don't pull energies on a woman without her permission. I'm just reading the combo of the cards that God lays out for me, and God's like, you figure it out. So thank you for letting me know if it resonates. All right. Okay. Oh, thank you. Dude, beautiful. Thanks, Kaz. All right. You guys ready? Melissa, you ready? Designer, is that Design? It is Design Maria. How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. It's time for Cancer. Let's give it up for the birthday sign. All right, Cancer. Where are my fellow Cancerians at? Cancerians, assemble. Drop your birthday in the comments. Let's find the birthday twins. I love seeing how many July 7th birthday twins I have out there. Let's see here. It is so cool. I'm 7/7, 12/12, life path 33. The repeating numbers have followed me my whole life. But we're June 30th in the house. That's awesome. June 25th. We got a lot of Cancerians here. Happy birthday, Cancer. June 28th. Oh, we got June 28th over here. June 30th. Isn't June 25th? Oh my gosh, you're Sabbath Tarot's birthday twin. That's cool. Cancer, you're gonna be at 4428. Okay. Cancer, don't forget. Actually, everybody. This is like a general message for everybody. But don't forget. Actually, back that up. New timestamp. Give me 4427 for Cancer's timestamp, please. I just do what the boss tells me to. But Cancer, remember, everybody, not just Cancer. This is general. This is collective. All right, but it's been the Cancer reading because everybody comes and snoops to Cancer energy, so it's perfect. So remember, do what fellow Cancerian, July 7th, Ringo Starr, all right, what he does every year, July 7th at 12 noon. Remember, wherever you are in the world, your time zone, 12 noon, July 7th, just look at somebody next to you, around you, and just go peace and love. That's all we're going to do. I do it. Ringo does it. You guys can do it too. If you're July 7th Cancer birthday twin, you totally got to do it. Come on, Ringo and Archer do it. Peace and love. All right. So with that said, let's tap in and tune into Cancer's energy. And Cancer, I hope you have an awesome birthday. And if you are a July 4th Cancerian, you're America's birthday twin. America. That's cool. All right. So God, tap me in, tune me into Cancer's energy, and give me everything you got for Cancer for their birthday reading. Whatever comes out, whenever Cancer finds it, add 7 days to it. Give me everything you got across the board for the cardinal water signs. Let's give it up for the king, boss, crab in the house. Here we go. You guys, it's an Ace of Swords. It's a card of community. The overall energy is talking. Ace of Swords. Who here's doing the vision boards? Because if you don't do vision boards, Cancer, your person does. Where did the slur come from? That was weird. Anyway, the Four of Wands. Oh my word. The Six of Wands. And the Judgment card. Four of Wands, Six of Wands, Ace of Swords. You guys have a talk this week that puts things in the right path. Four of Wands. The rewards for the twin flame journey are coming in. If I didn't know better, I think you guys are going through you guys are in another level of ascension. Your energies are getting like an upgrade. This might not even be the activator twin or the igniter twin. This could be your modonic twin. This could be the one that you're like, God, yeah. Everybody else would look at you and be like, wow, Cancer, you got a type, don't you? But it's that vibes. It's not that. It's that you guys are in each other's soul cycles, and this is following God's orders. I think you guys talk about with the Four Wands and Six Wands, this is a successful union. And some of you guys might be online or content creators, could even be reading for a celebrity couple here, because that says went viral. Oh my word, and I'm seeing the T-Swift wedding. I'm seeing the bulletin boards and the banners and everything lit up around Madison Square Gardens. Some of you guys could already be married, and just working through something, like maybe trying to figure out what to do for the holiday, right? And it's like, why didn't you talk about it before you went to Target and picked the stuff out, right? It's like, oh, sorry. It doesn't always have to be a telenovela, but if you guys aren't married, it's written in your guys' divine blueprint. It's as if God picked you guys both. And you guys will overcome this. You guys are facing lessons in the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands about how to have a successful union. Okay? I like this. Aries and Leo energy is here. Libra. And the Ace of Swords, that's my hate text. Okay? With the Judgment card to the Queen of Cups. And the Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh, this is the most Freaky Friday reading I've felt in this energy. And it's overall too, Cancer. Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, Judgment card. They feel bad for hiding their real love from you. So they love you more than they think. Wait, rewind. Try that. Hold on. Get it right. They love you more than you think they love you. See, try to say that 3 times fast. You got, the cat's got their tongue a little bit. They're like, can't. It's either that they want to explain themselves or open up. Maybe it's something like I was saying, a simple sorry about that, right? Let's just get more into this. Four of Wands, Six of Wands. It's the rewards for the twin flame journey. It's what you guys have been wishing for. We have the Sun cards. Okay, y'all are definitely online somehow. This card even says Insta famous. And the Sun card there's happiness on this one. Oh my word, check this out. And the Sun card, this is something that's happening. I mean, besides the fact that I got the Ace of Swords for communication this week, I don't think you guys are in little to no contact. Maybe for 4 to 6% of you guys are like little to no communication. I think this is talking like just getting through some confusing times because there's happiness around your guys' energy. And the Sun card is what I tied to July Leo energy, which this means something that happens before we get to the end of your month. This is your birth. It's like the good Lord's got a little something above for you guys. You know, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. This is about learning about a work-life balance. Wow. There's a lot of money and work in the energies, which, I mean, the bulk of my personal readings that I do behind the scenes are couples and that. They're like couple readings. But it's the vibes on this that it seems the 2 biggest things that couples fight about are money. And I say it as it is. I say attention. Usually you have one partner that's saying the other one's not showing me attention. or you have the other one spending money behind my back, something like that. This is something here where somebody was so focused into their jobs and themselves that they're learning how to make time for you. Ace of Cups, they already love you. And look, swipe right. Some of you guys met on an online dating site, or some of you guys are on TikTok, Instagram, could be right here on YouTube, right? But the vibes on this Ace of Cups, it's a digital connection. Could be something like that. King of Swords, even for those of you, King of Swords, even for those of you guys that are together, oh my gosh, I just got a text notification. That's freaky. As I have an Ace of Swords. Cancer, you might want to keep your phone nearby. All right? King of Swords. This is somebody trying to get their thoughts together in the Ace of Cups because they love you. And the Seven of Swords that I saw here is they're hiding the fact that they really love you, right? This could just be somebody that's like not used to feeling this way. Whatever this discussion or talk previously was about that brought us to this stage, it's the one that even God's saying, you did that for a reason, Cancer. You did that for a reason, Crosswatcher. The stuff so you guys both let go and let God at some point. Jesus take the wheel, says what? And Jesus is like, I got this. Scoot over, right? Three of Wands. Both the things you guys are doing and saying are being divinely guided by God above. Okay? Three of Wands, though, is Aries energy on this one, and it is a bit of like loving you from afar. So this could be something of like maybe somebody had to move or relocate for work, or they will be. And the thing on this is the work-life balance comes in that we've got the Temperance card, Seven of Cups, and the Emperor. Aries comes in for the win. Sag is here too, and Leo. Oh my word. You have all three fire signs, major arcana, Cancer. This is an intense connection, right? And that's the thing, is that they're trying to like, okay, specific message, even for those of you Cancerians that have been waiting for them to put a ring on it or give it a label, the thing in their head right now is that they are trying to keep themselves from going all in. Straight up, because the last time they did, it got them hurt. And that's why they're very nervous about this. Page of Swords, some of you guys, they might even have, like, they've had to learn a lot of lessons. I'm going to straight up call this out, Cancer, because you know what you've been through. The stuff they're telling me from their past that they, like, redacted, I'm going to give the Crosswatcher a point on this one, Cancer. It's worse than what you went through. I'm seeing some stuff that spooks me. Okay, and with what I do for a living, it's like, whoa, Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles. This person let go and buried themselves into their work just like you did, because like that Emperor on the Temperance, the Sun card, they're looking out for themselves. And now they're falling in love with you, and they're sitting back being like, don't you go fast, you slow your roll, keep it cool. That's why they're leading the dance on this thing, right? You are right. They do Page of Swords. Like maybe they've got like screenshots or screen caps of like your socials. Some of you guys might even use your socials to talk to each other or posts, right? That's kind of the thing. Definitely there could be an age difference on this one. And some of you guys could totally be in the public eye. But it's like you guys are in contact already. Either like Snapchat stories or just sending texts and pictures. You guys might just share stuff via text, even if it's like good or bad, right? Because this is the vibes of like, I don't know, it's similar to even the Gemini energy of kind of like you guys are frustrated, but you're only frustrated because you're both scared about like, if this goes to the next stage, what's going to happen? What if it happens again or something? You know what I mean? This is a magician. You guys wish for each other. Six of Swords, the Fool card, and the Page of Wands. Somebody here might be a musician or a DJ. And something about Brunch in the World card with the Two of Wands comes in. Now it's, oh my God, the repeating twos are showing up. And look where we're at. We're full circle. The Four of Wands is back. Whoa, this is a cycle coming back around to that. Like, it's almost like, come on, brain, think of things. Be so smart. Six of Swords into the Fool card. This here is a connection that with what you guys were discussing or talking about, they want to open up. And here's the thing. They buried themselves into work for so long that they're trying, especially if you guys are a celebrity couple or a power couple, especially with the repeating twos, 222 shows up with the World card, in that like it is very similar. It's like I suspected that Taylor and T, that they got married well before. Sunshine and I were talking about it the other day. We're like, they got married down in Tennessee, and then this was the public thing, right? Especially for people that are in the public eye. Celebrities like to keep their private life private. They don't go around about that, right? And that's what I'm seeing on this one. It's the ability for this that This is somebody that had gotten themselves into work. They simply chose to stay single and focus on themselves and establishing themselves. And then they met you. And their Seven of Swords to the Six of Wands fighting the fact that they want you or they want this to go to the next. This could be as simple as you guys did have that discussion. You know, if you love me, let's talk about this. Where's this going? We've been together this long and I want to see where it goes next. And they wanted to be like, well, let's just go get married now. Would you just love me? Right? But because of their hurts in the past and how long they've been used to pouring themselves into their jobs and their works, especially for those of you that are a celebrity couple, that's what they're used to. And so they're used to having that identity, and now they have to blend it with your identity to get to this next stage. This could be the thing of like, we're comfy being boyfriend, girlfriend, or engaged. And it goes that next stage, and they're very nervous about it falling flat because they got so much stuff going on. But they want this. They want to come back in. It's almost like they're... Here's the thing. I just got stopped for a second. The good Lord's telling me, both your all souls know you guys are connected and together. It's your real world that's nervous because of what you guys have been through. It's creating that work-life balance. And it says engagement photos. So even with what you guys are going through at this time, in God's eyes, what I'm seeing, you guys are a married couple that are actually going through a discussion or a fight or a thing. That's the vibes on this one, is that it's not a breakup. It's not a no contact. It's a processing. Yours and their guardian angels are looking at you guys going, would you guys just stop it and just be a you guys, what you two are doing right now is couple stuff. Neither of you guys have ever been in successful relationships and you're both scared of opening up too fast. So one does, the other one slows the other's roll. And it's like, you guys are already a couple doing this thing about deciding where to go to the next stage. Even for those of you who are like, I want a ring, I want my engagement, or I want this. You are. Even your friends in that are like, oh, yeah, I see it. There's our. And that's the thing. This is a really cool friend circle. That world card, this could be brunch or coffee talks about like, okay, I'm ready. 9 of Wands to the 3 of Cups. It's going forward with the 4. I told you, you guys do watch or post to each other. Look, it's either Snapchats or screenshots, your stories or your comments, your Facebook posts. You guys speak to each other that way. This could also be the vibes of a couple that lives in the same home together and just being like, I'm mad at you, but you're in the bedroom, I'm in the living room. I'm going to text you that I want a water. And I'm mad at you too, but I'm going to go get you that water. Somebody in this connection knows they're in the doghouse and they're working their way out of it, right? I like that part. I want to know what that dog knows. That dog knows stuff. But anyways, Cancer, 3 of Cups, the wedding at Cana, 2 of Cups, engagement photos. The world sees you guys together and happy with the 4 of Wands showing up twice and all the fire and the passion between you guys. This is something that's already in the stars. It's written. You guys are just matching the energies and coming to terms, especially about both of you guys have put so much work into your lives that it's blending both of your lives together without either of you having to give up your own identities in order to develop your own private identity behind the scenes. Go get a cappuccino. I think you guys get cappuccino together. I was instantly drawn to that Fool card. Get ready for this to take off. It's just getting started. I love it for you. Cancer, remember, down in the comment section, go ahead and leave your comment to them, your DM, your text to them with or without saying their name. All right? That way you can either get it off your chest, vent about it, or just leave the message you want to send them. Cross watchers, you can do it too. All right? And even if you never comment or reply and you feel intuitively guided to, go for it. You never know here. You're safe here. That one post you comment you make on a post, that one reply you make, that might be exactly what fixes either someone else's connection or yours. And even if it fixes somebody else's connection, the karmic payouts are a pay it ahead and a drive-through line. It comes back to you tenfold. And besides, you and this person are already a couple. I think you guys are the only ones scared about the label because every time in the past you put the labels on it for both of you guys, your hearts get put in a blender and they hit frappe. So you guys are both scared about it, and yet you're in it. You guys have, like, this is your own label. You guys wrote your own label for it. I like that. Anyways, it still leads to marriage and I want to have your children. Anyways, what? I don't know. Didn't say that. No, you heard it. Crosswatchers heard it too. Anyhow, there's long term in this. I love you, Cancer. And if you want to book a personal reading or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code or use the link pinned in the bios or description and comments. It'll take you everywhere you need to go. All right. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Love you to the moon and back. And we'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Onward and forward. How you guys doing? Hanging in there? What's up, Monique? Good to see you. Hey, Ann. Did Ann Buck show up? And I love that clock. It is so awesome. That clock's going to the Tennessee house with me. I love it. It's beautiful, that Titanic clock. Thank you. Thank you much. Hey, it's B. Happy 4th to you too. Hey, Melinda. What's up? Good to see you. Hey, Docky Chick. Happy 4th. Happy 4th, y'all. All right. I think we're ready. Hey, Deb. Let's move forward to Leo. You're going to be up next. Right there we go. Perfect. All right. I'm moving forward on to Leo. What deck are we going to use, Leo? What deck do you want me to use? Princess Bride. Okay. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. Oh, 6 of Wands. Very nice. Good choice. I like it. Inconceivable, even. All right. Let's go forward. Let's see where this goes. Oh, Temperance is there, too. And the Hierophant comes out. Interesting. Okay, I think we found a very balanced deck to use, so let's dive into it. All right, Leo, your timestamp's going to be at 1 hour 44. 1 hour 44. There we go. Got it. All right. God, tap me in, tune me into Leo's energy, please, and thank you, and give me everything you got for the week ahead for Leo. Happy early birthday, by the way. All right. I had to make sure I got that one out, apparently. That's cool. Anyways, happy early birthday, Leo. Whenever Leo finds this reading, add 7 days to it and give me everything you got and whatever comes out. Leo, I just got the TikTok puzzle piece showed up. So I see this week ahead, you guys find a little piece to the puzzle that lets you guys proceed and move forward. All right, so let's see where we go. All right, God, give me everything you got for Leo. Something about that puzzle or puzzle pieces resonates. Actually see, oh my gosh, that's a cool old memory. I see somebody that actually, making a puzzle and then using that puzzle paste, like gluing it together and putting it in a picture frame. Oh my gosh, that's a cool old childhood memory unlocked. Fun. Okay, that's enough. Let's see what we got in the week ahead for our lovable, inimitable Leos. Here comes the sun. Let's go. Over energy is the 9 of Swords. Leo's like, not yet. 9 of Swords and the Tower. The silence is what's kind of getting you upset? Or are you giving somebody the silent treatment? What did they do? The Moon card. What did they hide? Hold on. The Fool card. When will they grow up? Leo, they're hiding that they want to try something here. They're hiding that they want this to move forward in the Fool card. If I didn't know better, I'd say you got them like Twitter pated or something. 9 of Swords to the Tower. And that's what it is. But you're like, Archer, I needed them to grow up a little bit. Oh, 4 of Swords. So I put them in a timeout. 5 of Cups. But you don't want to put them in a timeout. Why is putting them in the timeout making you sad? And I'm on your side, Leo. They totally need to grow up. Look, they do. No offense, Crosswatcher, but I gave you guys a warning at the beginning of this about crosswatch safely. But yeah, because you're like, yeah, the childish antics, the 3 of Swords, the lovers, the way that they like, the 3 of Swords is their communication, isn't it? Like, look, see, it's not about, are they cheating? Oh, no, they're not. I just heard there's like 3% of the Leos here. It's like, I know they're cheating on me. No, they only got eyes for you. We can put that that little part to rest right now. See the 3 of Swords? Look at how he's attacking, right? He's got the sword drawn up like, It's like, well, man, they needed to come in a little more correct. This is it. There might be an age difference on this, right? Because that's the thing on this one is you got somebody that approaches in like a different maturity that like, or it could just be like for my, like, they tried talking to you the way they talk to their work buddies, or even for my male Leos, the way they talk to the girls at work or something like that, or the age difference. They came at you with something that their generation might find funny, but you don't, something like that. And they need to grow up. So you have put a very controlled timeout in place, and you're like, I am not speaking to them. Archer, please let the cross watcher know I am upset with them right now. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. But in the Ace of Pentacles, I kind of want to talk to him. Some of you guys just found a penny or a nickel or something on your path as you were walking or like at a car wash or something. The 7 of Wands, the 8 of Swords. That's the thing on this. With the 7 of Swords, you're like, you're keeping your distance. So they learn their lesson. But in the 8 of Swords, you're sitting there going, I am mad. Why do they have to look so good? Something like that, right? It's kind of like this. That you're having a hard time. But Leo, you got a reason to make this point. You have every right to be mad. Let me see. Ace of Swords, because it's what they said. In the 10 of Cups. In the Hermit. The Hierophant, Nine of Wands to Temperance. Oh, okay, I get it. I see what it is. You had to put them in a timeout because they were still dealing with the mindset of like, you know how people say that we're the 5 closest people around us, right? You had to put in a mindset, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, because you're like, if this is going to move forward with consistency, you can't do this stuff, right? 10 of Cups to the Hermit. You need to put the 10 of Cups on hold, and not in a bad way. It's the fact that in that 10 of Cups under this, you got mad because whatever they do for a living, they were showing other people attention. That's why I jumped in on it. That's why I jumped in on it. 10 of Cups to the Hermit card, because they never showed you the love. You're like, if you can show people at work attention, talk to your friend, could you show me some? Oh my God, if you've got a Leo, why aren't you all over them? Cross watchers, hug your Leo or something like that. Yeah, Temperance on the Nine of Wands. I think it's a little bit of what it is. The way they were showing others attention and choosing their friends and not making time for you. Not straight up. Yeah, I'm going to call you out on it, Crosswatcher. Not even checking in. You serious with that now? I got you, Leo. Don't worry. Yeah, Leo, Nine of Wands. I'm him right now, I think, okay? I'm him right now. So, Temperance card onto this is that they come across as a player. No offense, Sagittarius, but that's the vibes I'm getting on this. The Temperance. Just give you enough without showing you at all, right? Oh, hold on, Leo. I have to take this phone call real quick. It's a work phone call. Hold on. Yeah, what's up? Shush. Don't tell Leo to shush, Crosswatcher. What is your problem? Oh, my word. It's that, right? Sit your phone down and focus on Leo. That sort of a thing. Or communicate. Because they have no problem making posts online, or some of you guys are even having to talk that way, and you're like, this is great, but I want something real. Hierophant. Because you see union with them, and what they're hiding from you, is that they see it with you too. That's a thing on this one. Hermit card to the Hierophant. Here's the thing. They were trained very well in their job or their career home front. They weren't trained in the love department. Right? Here's the thing, Leo. They never focus on you properly because they were never focused on either. This person is very used to just being used. And so they don't know love. They might come from a good family. They might have like a good job. They were never trained in love. I have an Ace of Swords. They're very good. They're very good at communication, right? I don't think you know what you're talking about. But the Ace of Pentacles, they're good with their money. They got money. They know what they're doing, right? Where's the Ace of Cups? They never learned love, right? Ace of Wands. They also never learned how to have fun. Oh my God, they're a workaholic. They poured themselves into their work. All right. So it's that. Can we have a movie night? Could you punch out and come home? Could you? And that's why you're like, I had to put them in a timeout. I'm ticked off. They can show everybody else attention all hours of the day and night, but they can't put the phone down for 2 hours to focus on me. Or they do everything on the phone, and you're like, I don't want the texting and the messaging and the DMs, and I don't want to see the social media posts. I want you. Leo, Death card, they need to change. The Queen of Cups, they are changing. Eight of Swords. Crosswatcher, earmuffs. Leo, I just want to let you know you are leading in this one because you are teaching them the Queen of Cups to the real love. The way they approach love is wrong because the way they were dealt with. For some of you guys on this Death card here, even though it's Scorpio, Scorpio is the fixed water sign, but I'm pulling Taurus energy off of this. For some of you guys, I'm not sure if you know it or not yet, like maybe it's a 50-50. Some of you do, some of you don't. You might be dealing with somebody who's been widowed. You could be dealing with somebody that lost someone unexpectedly and it closed them off after that. Yeah, I'm feeling the vibes of like your person woke up, but somebody next to them didn't at one point in their life. And that's what they hide behind their backs. They're not cheating on you. They poured themselves into their work, so they're really good at it. They also make a lot of money as a result of it. The thing is, love was really hard on them. I still say you've had a worse past than the cross watcher, but this one definitely ranks really. Condolences for the cross watcher, that resonates. But in the Queen of Wands, on this one, it's the vibes that they only want to be with you. The repeating threes are telling me that. And there's a lot of Cancer energy on this. You got Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Libra, Capricorn, and Seven of Wands. Oh, that's Leo. That's you. Okay. But the Seven of Wands, that talks about moving obstacles, emotional obstacles, intense obstacles out of the way in order to have that Six of Wands success and allow it to Eight of Wands move forward. Because in the Queen of Cups, they haven't loved anyone like they love you. That's why they don't get it. It's almost like that because they are the workaholic, right? And yeah, granted, they're going to be able to financially take care of you for the rest of their life. But I'm also talking to who's like, I've got that part on lockdown. I want love. I can handle the money part, right? The Hierophant. In their mind, they want to be with you. And the thing is, the last time it happened to them, Taurus energy with the Hierophant, I'm being told the person didn't just leave, the person transitioned. Or some to that effect. For some of you, it just means internally in their mind, they're finally putting that person to rest in their mind so they can be all about you, all right? You have somebody that due to their hurts, they've closed themselves off and they're a little out of practice to this stage and this phase. So you had to put them in a timeout. But you're the one. And Leo, okay, this is not where I'm just reading the tarot intuitively. This is the vibes on this one, Leo, that this is me being the masked magician of the guy code, right? Every man has this kind of a person, this kind of a woman that comes into their life. Even for my male Leos. Girls go through this too. And in this case, Leo, especially if you're connecting to this, the 2s and the 7s might mean something. Somebody could even be born on the 2nd, the 7th, or the 27th. But the vibes on this is, with the Queen of Cups, 7 of Wands, this is somebody who hasn't had a chance to love in a long time. And the last time they had these feelings, they were a little tuned out to it. The age difference might even be a factor. That I do see in this one, you're the one that makes them want to be a better person. They could be cutting out those 5 people in their friend circles or finding 5 new friends and adjusting their lives. Because right now, with you putting them in check, they're telling me, anybody else in the past, Archer, I'd block them, walk away from them. Why? They're not allowed to get mad at you. Whatever this last thing was that happened, that's the end of them having like any of that. God won't let them do that anymore. It's kind of weird. This is a very intense connection. You might just sit there on your side and be thinking about something, and on their side it happens or something. You're very awoke. You're very elevated. You totally let go and give them to God. But that's the thing. Out of anybody else in their life, you're the one, Leo, that actually makes them want to change and do the work. And that's just Archer unveiling the guy code. That's not even anything to do with these cards on there. Every guy's got one, and you're theirs. Queen of Cups. It's real love, and it does scare the heck out of them. Half the time when they're going into their phone or something, they're just like, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to look at my phone. And if you actually looked over their shoulder or something, once or twice, it's lit up with something, right? And you see a name or a contact or something. You're like, why are they showing that person that much attention? With this person being this much of a workaholic vibes, guarantee you it's a work associate, business, something like that. Big time. They only want to be with you. They're in love with you. They're just scared because the last time they were this in love, it went really bad. They don't want it to go really bad with you, and in a way, they're self-destructing it. Page of Cups. Crosswatcher earmuffs. Leo, I know you're mad at them. I also know you love them too. Don't cave. They're learning their lesson. They're doing it right. I know it's really hard, but you lead the dance on this one. They needed to be put in the corner and put in a timeout until they grew up and matured a little bit and made time for you, right? You got this on lock. You actually did exactly what the good Lord above told you to. Well done. Very nice. This is going to be a very big lesson in trust on this one, okay? Because it's very hard to trust them with the stuff you've seen, the stuff you've heard, and the stuff you know. This is somebody, though, that's not giving up on you. This is somebody with this death card, total transformation into the Hierophant vibes. This is somebody that's going to keep proving it to you until you tell them to go away. You think because you're so used to people, the one time you go off on somebody and stand your ground and set boundaries, everybody always leaves you, and then you're alone, lonely, and miserable, right? Remember I said everybody has one? Leo, this is the one. They're not going anywhere. They're actually going to go sit in the doghouse and be a very good little boy or girl. Okay? this is somebody that's changing for you. They might not talk the talk on it, but they're going to prove it to you. Trust will be restored on this one. I like it. Very nice. Leo, claim this thing down in the comments. All right. And remember, Leo, down below in the comments, you can leave your message. You can leave your DM or your text to them with or without saying their name. That's cool. And even if you don't normally reply, all right, or leave comments and feel intuitively drawn to with as awoke and elevated as you are, you never know. That one comment you leave on a reading or the one reply you make might just be that one comment that saves a marriage, saves a relationship, saves a connection, right? And then you get the karmic reward paid forward onto you. I do see both you guys coming unstuck from this because you guys both want it. The good Lord above is looking down here like, you guys are still a connection. You're just the one that is putting them in the timeout, and it's very hard to do that, right? Like for my Leos that have kids, it's the kind of vibes on that you ground your kids. You ground them for 2 weeks for what they did, and they make it 3 days, and you're like, fine. It's that vibe. And the reason you're feeling that way is because you love them that much. But the thing is, you love them that much because they were acting like a child. So you gotta stand your ground, and they're not going anywhere. They're all yours, okay? Apparently God's like, hey, if you want the title and the paperwork, you can have it. But anyways, I hope it helps. All right, 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands to Justice. Stand your ground, maintain speed and heading. This person will conform. See, the Justice card is Libra energy. The Justice card is what talks about balancing the emotion and the logic so they come in correct for you. I like it. All right. Thank you very much for hyping and liking the reading, Leo. If you want to book a personal private reading with me or check out everything else the network has to offer, just scan the QR code or use the link pinned in the bio and description. Otherwise, until next we meet, Leo, love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. That's good. I can't get that down right, Leo. I'm working on it. Wrong line. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Till next, I'll get it. I'm done. Love you, Leo. Stop making me do that stuff, Leo. It's been a while since Leo got me all giggly and like, no, I'm just going to mess with you for a second. It's okay, Leo. You do whatever you want to do. Okay. Onward and forward. If I didn't know better, I think Leo put a player vibe in check and actually deprogrammed them from being a player. Dig it. What's up? Hey, meanwhile. What's up? Hey, Chloe. How you guys doing? All right. Onward and forward, y'all. Next up's going to be Virgo. Hi, Laddie. What up? Nellie's here, too. And Lethal, most welcome. Thank you guys for the confirmations. Thank you very much. Because I don't tap into people's energies and that especially. But reading the combo of the cards, it's very good to know if I'm making sense out of what I'm seeing out here. So that's cool. Thank you, thank you. All right, onward and forward to Virgo. Like I was saying, we do not do divination. I ain't seeing dead people and channeling that stuff. I'm just reading the definitions of the combinations of the cards that I see. So thank you guys for the confirmation. All right, let's get inward and forward on this. Onward to Virgo. What up, Virgs? All right, I would like to use for you, let's use the Rockstar deck. Hold on, come here. All right, we're gonna use the Rockstar deck. All right, Virgo, you are going to be at 1/17/44. All right, what up, Virgo? Happy early birthday. All right, how you doing, Virgo? Thank you very much for being here. Hold on. Oh, Virgo, the deck jammed. I haven't had a deck jam in a minute. When my deck's jammed, that tells me you need a spinny hug. All right, what's going on? I got you. Come here. Even if you're a male Virgo, you get bro hugs. All right, but Virgo, I'm gonna see what's up, but I'm gonna grip you up. I'm gonna spin you around. Actually, you get the 14-second hug first too. The one that's like, it's gonna be okay, Virgo. And you're like, cool, thank you. I'm like, don't worry. I'm a Virgo moon and a Virgo rising. I'm on your team. You're like, cool, thanks. Then I'll pick you around, spin you around until you start giggling and feeling better. Your hair's gonna get all messed up. All right, you're gonna have to deal with it. All right. God, tap me into me, and now I need to know why Virgo needed a spinny hug. Whenever Virgo finds this reading, add 7 days to it. What's up, Mama T? Good morning. How you doing, Mom? Good to see you. All right. Got to make sure we visit later. All right. God, give me everything you got for Virgo. From whenever Virgo finds this reading, add 7 days to it. Let's see what we got. For Virgo in the week ahead, give me everything you got, work, love, and all the above for the vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos. All right. Ooh, hold it. I'm not holding the deck upside down. Just making sure. If I was, I'd be man enough to admit it, but I'm not. The overall energy is the Fool card reversed. Okay? Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, into the Eight of Wands. This is somebody that puts you in a Ten of Swords. Could be your twin flame. Rewards for the twin flame journey. Page of Pentacles with that Fool reverse shows that this with the Eight of Wands is something that's not over, but progressing forward. That's going to be interesting. All right. What is up with this? Hold on. This desk is all cattywampus. Oh my goodness. And I reset and rephase the energies. Half reversed, half upright. Virgo, you're in a rough place of not knowing if you're coming or going right now. The Devil's reversed. Okay, keep going. Give me more. The Five of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. For somebody coming at from a place of lust instead of love. Oh, wow. What just laid down there? Hold on. Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is reversed. The Lovers. The Two of Wands. Virgo, do you regret choosing the Devil or something? Are you blaming yourself? Are you like, why did I ever get into this? How did this ever happen? Right? It's like they hypnotized you because I got Biggie Small showing up on here. I'm hearing that, can't you see? Sometimes your words just it. And I'm moving to Tennessee. I don't listen to that stuff no more. But somebody that's a little bit in there at the Ace of Pentacles. Why are you having a hard time working through this one? Because has something already tried to come in or replay itself, and you're just you're at a stage trying to figure out why this keeps happening to you. Queen of Pentacles, rewind. Queen of Cups on the Seven of Pentacles. The vibes on this coming out is that it's like it's not recycling through on you. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's kind of like on this one, you've beaten out the Devil. You don't want to walk away from this person, but you're tired of them being like the Devil. It's like you're being forced to walk away from somebody when you really didn't want to, and yet you're like, I don't want to give up on them, but I've given them so many chances, and they just keep doing it, Archer. But I love them. Ten of Wands is, but you're actually almost looking at me, and you're being like, why do I love them, right? It's almost like you're almost at a stage where you're so frustrated that nothing is changing with them. You're trying to disconnect from it, but you don't want to. It's an Avril Lavigne song going on. It's like you fell in love with the Devil. On the Five of Swords. Ever dance with the devil beneath the pale moonlight, Virgo? Because here's the thing. You might be in love with a fallen angel, somebody who's lost their way. The reason you can't disconnect or let it go is because they're going to start feeling better soon on this one and coming back in. Maybe it is somebody that's been battling an addiction. Maybe it's an addiction to the Ace of Wands, where you found something in their phone, right? And it's like the vibes of being like, well, maybe they're just hiding the fact that they're drinking or that they're smoking. But then it's like, maybe you saw their phone or something, or like they left their phone face up, or that thing where they text while the phone's like glued to their nose or something, right? And you're like, what in the world is up with your nose? And then with that Ace of Wands to the Devil card, both reversed, I'm thinking you saw something in the phone, like somebody's got receipts or something, and that maybe they were like trying to accuse you of cheating, accusing you of everything, and you found out they were projecting it. Because they went like, you were brought into their life to raise the fallen angel, right? You're the star, you're the healer. I know you're the hermit, but the thing is with the hermit card, even that dude on the hermit card, the lantern's lit up. You're the one that shows people towards the light, right? That's the vibes on this. Devil reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. This is one where I do have to call it, where like they were playing you against somebody else, or they were thinking with the wrong body part. It's almost to the stage where like, I wish it was just drinking at this point, right? Something like that coming in, that you're like, you're mad at them, but in the same sense, you don't want to let them go because you want to help them. Some of you guys might be like, maybe like they don't have family. Maybe they live at a distance, or their parents are no longer around, or like some of you guys, they could be adopted or orphaned even. But that Lover's card onto the Two of Wands, it's like you've got so much invested into this, you almost just, it's like you know it's meant to be, but you're at a stage where you're almost like, I wish it wasn't meant to be. Why is this so hard? Why am I going through this, right? The Ace of Wands reversed under that Four of Swords, it does feel like the vibes that you had to put somebody in check on this, but you regret it, and now you're the one that misses, right? Some of you guys, this has been going on for a while with that Ten of Wands, but you just got to a stage that you're like, I can't handle this anymore. You got tired of the jealousy, the passive aggressiveness, and the person needed to rise to your level, right? That's kind of a vibe in this one with the Queen of Cups, because you love them, but you're almost upset that you love them, right? But you're progressing ahead forward pretty well on your own, even with the stuff that you're fighting through. Some of you guys, there is something that keeps you bound to this person, isn't there? Like contracts or mortgages or like a car lease or something, or some of you guys, it's money or something, right? And they keep holding all of this over your head. With that Lover's card, though, on the Fool card to the Two of Wands, it's like they could never make a decision. So behind your back, they're against you, right? To the point that you're like, it's like the vibes of like, you get mad, you guys fight, or you guys block each other, or one they leave, or you throw them out, and the next thing you know, it's like they're stalking you, or there's other stuff going on, and I got receipts on this. When it's like you already were in, like you got more receipts than they got, right? Some of you guys, this could be digital or something. That vibe of dealing with someone that's addicted to running. That might be what it is, right? This is somebody who's never had a sense of their own identity, so they try to find it in you or everybody else around them, and before you know it, they're turning into a human Xerox machine, and they live out everybody else's destinies because they have no identity. You have a runner that's addicted to running, and you're the one that's causing them to break the addiction. That's what it is. They always run to where they feel safe. They always run to those connections that don't mean anything, or they run to the connections that have all the drama. And I really feel like all it is that they choose themselves every time. And then once they ran away from home, so to speak, it's that immature energy of like the child that's like, I'm running away from home, and then 3 days later, can I come back home? Or they try to run away, and it's like, oh man, Virgo's making macaroni and cheese tonight. Man, I can't run away tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. That's the thing. They're addicted to running because they're so used to their life falling apart that they needed that time to internally reflect and go, oh man, I had some work to do on this one. I'm the one that keeps running. I'm the one that keeps like trying to, they're the drama. That's why they try to pick fights. That's why they try to start stuff with you. When stuff is going good and stuff's going calm, they have to turn into the Tasmanian devil, run around the house. Male Virgos, it might be the girl that decides to put on her 5-inch heels and stomp through the house, right? Girls, it's the guy that when you're like, you have something to do, you have a phone call or a Zoom that you're on or something, and that's when they decide to like get out the power tools or something like that, right? Yeah, 8 of Pentacles reversed, and you're like, it's just not working. But in the 10 of Pentacles, it is. Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Cups reversed into the 5 of Pentacles. And the Justice card. Libra comes in for the win. Some of you guys might even be Virgo Libra cuspers. But in the vibes on this one, I do see you getting your justice. Because the Justice card is not just about justice, right? This is the vibes that every time they try to walk, they come back, right? Some of you guys, this in and out cycle has been a long time, because the Justice card is not just the judge's gavel. That's Libra, the cardinal air sign. That's Thor's hammer, right? All you have to do, Virgo, is put your hand out and your person returns, right? And that's the vibes that come in this one, because they could keep turning against you, but it's kind of like they've been off, for lack of a better term, they've been off withdrawing or detoxing from being a runner. You're becoming their new vice of choice because you're their safe spot. They've never felt safe until they met you. That's why they always sleep with their wallet in their pocket or their purse by the bed, is because they're used to, at any moment's notice, having to get out. They might even have just been in a vibe of like, they couldn't hold down an apartment or a home, and they're used to evictions or stuff like that. Their fall from grace to be the Devil card was a pretty rough fall. So you have to give them grace when they fell from it, because I know about 75% of it sounds like it's lies. 25% of it really did happen. This person has been through a lot. But the reason they keep coming back in like this is because this is the one that if you fix them, if you can persevere through it, God says you can keep them. 9 of Swords reversed. They're going to, and the 2 of Cups. They're going to show up before we get to like Leo season. Okay? That's the vibes on this. Justice card, 4 of Cups, 9 of Swords. I think they've already been reaching out, and you're here to be like, is it going to happen again? So some of you guys already have talked to them about this, or they came back, I promise it won't happen again, right? Typically, it's on a Monday or Tuesday, it seems like, for you, Virgo, isn't it? That's the vibes. This time, though, I do see them actually keeping going. And something about, like, maybe it is just drinking. Like, I mean, nobody likes a drunk, right? But judgment-free zone, just because I don't drink, or yeah, I don't do the drinking. Anyways, but I did see an AA chip. Could be that. Maybe it is something like that. They're going to prove it to you this time so you can trust them again, okay? I like that for you. Could be a Gemini, could be a Leo. Capricorn's here, Virgo. Oh, could be Virgo on Virgo. Aries, Cancer, Taurus, Cancer, Sagittarius, Libra, Virgo, Libra. A lot of Virgo, Libra vibes. Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Two of Wands, Aries, Gemini, Capricorn. You got strong Gemini here going down. A lot of Gemini, a lot of Libra, and a lot of Aries. Okay? So I hope that helps, Virgo. Remember, down in the comment section, go ahead and leave your text or your comment to them with or without saying their name. That way you can vent, get it off your chest. Even if you just want to leave an emoji. God still knows what you're putting, okay? That way you can keep your personal life private and we can still help you manifest it into existence, okay? And remember, even if you never comment on stuff and feel intuitively guided to, it's the good Lord above telling you should. You never know. That one comment you leave, even though you never do, somebody might reply to it that helps you vent and fix your issues. You might be that one intuitive reply to somebody that saves a marriage or a wedding, saves a relationship. The karmic payout for that, the good Lord above delivers that out tenfold. Straight up. Love it. I don't know why, but I keep hearing that hypnotized song. I'm going to turn on the country on Sirius when I get back. Anyways, okay, guys. Something about music or somebody's a musician or singer-songwriter or something. I don't know. But anyways, I hope that helps, Virgo. All right. Till next we meet, Virgo. I love you to the moon and back. And I will see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Oh, cool. Thanks, Virgo. I almost got the new sign-off down right. Repetition is the key. They're going to be a little more consistent this time. The thing is, your word, if you can trust them. The thing is, don't take my word on the trust part. They're actually, this time, 10 of Pentacles going to prove it, right? Some of you guys do live together, but you're tired of unpacking their stuff, right? Move out, move in, move out, move in. It's addicted to being a runner. But they're going to beat that addiction. The devil came out reversed. All right. That is not how grace works. Exactly. Virgo's person has an interesting mindset on how things work, don't they, Heart? It's interesting. I'm on your team, Virgo. Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising says what? And Virgo always helps me on my problems. But anyways, all right. Do my own messages resonate with me with Oh, yeah. I do my own personal readings all the time. I don't do them during an all signs or anything like that. Like if I go back and watch the playback, then I'll see like what resonates and not. But believe it or not, I don't watch like Cancer Sun, Leo Venus, Virgo Moon. I watch whatever reading I'm drawn to. Sometimes an Aquarius reading resonates to me. I don't have any Aquarius in my chart, or like I've only got 2 Leo placements. Usually Leo readings will resonate, stuff like that. So, but totally. And usually my morning pulls, I do my personal pulls in the morning where I read for myself. That's one of the key things for having Archer. Archer can read for me. And that way I could, like how some people be like, I can't read for myself. Archer reads for me. And Archer is me. All right. I'm just so smart I gave my personalities names. Anyways. All right, Virgo. I hope that helps. Love you to the moon and back. We'll see you later. All right. Over and onward into Libra. Onto the cardinal air signs. All right. Does it, Brianna? That totally. Even if you don't have the Cancer in your chart, Brianna, and it resonates, take that. Just because that NASA didn't identify anything in that part of the chart when you were born or that part of the sky when you were born, doesn't mean the good Lord didn't put rocks there. There was something there. NASA doesn't. Think about it. If you were born before like Pluto was discovered, you'd have no Pluto placement, right? Pull a birth chart on somebody in the 1930s. They don't know Pluto, but yet Pluto was there. So now you pull a birth chart, they have a Pluto placement. Okay, onward and forward into Libra. Libra, definitely do a subscribe and a follow for your fellow Libran. Sunshine Intuitive Tarot, she's a September 25th Libra, and she does so much for the fam here. She's the awesomest best friend, awesomest business manager, all right? So definitely hang out and follow her. She's making a comeback victoriously in July. There's going to be a lot of content and her messages. She does what I can't do. She can do oracle messages, right? I'm the one that got Twin Flame Journey. Frankie picked the manifestations and the law of attraction. Sunshine handled oracle. I'm like, okay, not it. I'll do Twin Flame. But it's okay. It's okay because I'm still very happy with it. I love where I'm at in life. Okay. I love what I got, who I got, where I got, why I got, what I got. And now I want more. That's the Cancer Sun. Anyways, All right, Libra, you're going to be at, we're using Titanic? Okay, we're using Titanic. All right, let's do it. Titanic, Libra, you are going to be at 1:34:44. All right, let's tap in and tune in. God, tap me in, tune me into Libra's energy. Why did I just goon out at the camera for you, Libra? Like, okay, anyways. God, tap me in, tune me into Libra's energy, and give me everything you got for the cardinal air sign. Whenever Libra finds this reading, add 7 days to it, and whatever comes out for Libra. Work, love, guidance, whatever Libra likes. Does Libra want to know what their dog thinks about them? All right. Week ahead, 7 days, whatever comes out for our lovable, lovely Libras, the cardinal air sign in the house. Because you know you ain't just no judge's gavel. You're Thor. Thor's hammer. You put your hand out, your person shows up. Okay, let's go. Over energy is the lovers. That's actually what I just said. It's literally written in the destiny for you two to come together and work through this. All right, that's Ida and Isidore Strauss. They're the couple in the movie that he wouldn't get in the lifeboat without her. She wouldn't get in without him. They were going to let him go. It's also the reason that Macy's department store, this couple is the reason that Macy's has a red star. All right. They had the white star that some of the Macy's have originally. It was all white when the Strausses founded Macy's. It was changed to blood red after the sinking of the Titanic to put a little representation towards the white star line for murdering the founders on the Titanic, basically. So they changed the Macy's star to blood red. Fun fact, nobody cares about. Random Archer fact. Let's go. So this Lover's card into the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles shows that they want to talk to you, but look how bummed out they are. Like they don't like being on their own, straight up. Wherever they're at in their life, like Nine of Pentacles, she should look really happy. She should be in good shape. She's sitting there alone with her bird in her room, just being like, wow, all I got's this bird, right? It's like that Iron Man scene. That's my bird. That's my bird. I don't know why, but that's what I keep saying. It's not that. Because you know how the way I get my messages as I'm reading the cards is that I'll just see scenes of movies or TV shows, pop culture, stuff like that. On this one, that's what I saw in this. Page of Pentacles and Nine, that's my bird. It's the energies. It's the seagulls. That's what those things are. Something about seagulls might resonate to you, Libra. It's the mine. So they're saying you're theirs, but they sure aren't showing it in real life. Four of Pentacles. They're closed off to you 3D wise, yet in the 5D, like their body says no, but their soul says, oh my God, yes. Right. So stop resisting, Crosswatcher. Let's see what Five of Cups. Stop resisting. Okay, hold on. The Hermit's here. They're finding the light. But the Judgment card, they are going to cycle back around on this. Oh, Libra. This came out earlier, too. I forget who it was. It was either Taurus or Gemini that they were like, I got my stuff on lock. I need to know about my person. You're doing the same thing. Okay, Five of Cups, the Hermit, the Judgment card, the King of Wands, the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, into the Ace of Cups. Oh, interesting. Who is that sings that? I'm hearing the one that got away. I don't think I can get that high in my register. I'm a baritone. But you, Libra, have become the one that got away in their eyes. Five of Cups. Feeling like they missed the boat, right? And here's the reality of it. They're really in their heads a little bit right now. They're kind of building a little bit of a conspiracy or a fantasy land around you, Libra. Because this is the best description of the Five of Cups, first of all, because he feels like he missed the boat. But the thing about that is, if he waits about 5 days or so, he's going to be walking down a street in Southampton. He's going to look at a newspaper and be like, oh my God, I missed that boat. It's that kind of a vibe. It happened for a reason. Right now, your person wasn't valuing you, your time, or attention. Therefore, God put this Five of Cups in. It's the oldest thing in the book, but they had to miss you to love you. Right? There were some lessons that had to be learned. Hey, Nature Girl, what up, what up? I got to check that link out. So they leave you in the cold while putting themselves first, right? You got somebody that's chose themselves for a long time that doesn't like choosing themselves anymore and making you feel like you're the option, the King of Wands. Always about the money, right? King of Wands. Always don't hate the players, hate the game, because this is Benjamin Guggenheim. All right? Sagittarius energy on this. the multi-millionaire playboy philanthropist that was on the Titanic. He's the one that, as the ship was sinking, was so worried that he dressed in his best and go down like a gentleman. You're on a sinking ship, floating above 3 miles of water, and you're going to take time to put your tuxedo on. Well, Leo Venus kind of proves. I would probably do the same thing. No time for that now. The Hierophant of the Four Swords is an awakening. They're reaching a higher level and a higher plane of thought in order to approach things from a non-biased perspective, to cut out the stuff they've been doing that got in the way of this long-term connection. It's a bit of a maturing, and straight up, they found Jesus. All right? That's the vibes. And a lot of this was their own self-affliction, right? This was self-inflicted with the Judgment card, because that's Fifth Officer Lowe going back into the crowd. Fifth Officer Lowe's from the movie. Is anybody alive out there? That's Fifth Officer Lowe, right? This is the vibes that Libra, your person is sitting there going, Libra, come back, Libra. And yet you're like Four of Swords. You're like, I got to teach him a lesson. Oh, clever girl or guy. The Ace of Cups. This time out to let them think about their choices, because they made a bad choice, right? The time out and the consequences to let them think about that has them in their head more than you know. And the stuff you did say, the stuff they ignored in their text messages, the stuff like, the text that went unread, the DMs that went unread, all that. Don't you think for a second they didn't look? They did read them. They just knew how to do it without you being like noticing it. Okay? Could be the vibes that they screenshot a notification so they don't have to open it up or something. I like it when my person knows I've been snooping on their social media. What, right? Why are you hiding that, Crosswatcher? Duh. Yeah, I just heard let them watch. This is a family-friendly channel. Stop it. We practice the Bible here. Straight up. They're finding the light, Libra. Okay? In the fact that God's like, I know it's been a lot for you, but God and their guardian angels are like, this is an easy one. We just got to make them miss them. We'll throw a couple lessons at them, and then they'll come around to realize it. So you're at a big point right now where you've got them. Crosswatchers, earmuffs, go sit in the other room, okay? We'll be right with you. Go wait in the green room. Anyways, you had to put them in check. Otherwise, this cycle would have kept going, right? And you couldn't take it. You couldn't take them being left unread and everything. This was a very big test for you in taking your power back, because you loved them. That's why God had to let you find out what you did find out, Libra. God was like, we're really sorry about this, Libra, but we needed to tick you off. And you're like, well, good job, God. Message received. Signs understood. God's like, no, hold on, Libra. We had to do this, because if we had not have done it, the cycle would have completed, because you almost loved him so much that you would have let him get away with it. Don't shoot out the speaker box. Don't drive your chariot through the front door. Don't drive it through the speaker box. I'm just channeling the message. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you love them, right? You love them. God didn't want them to keep treating you less than how great you were treating them. So you had to see what you saw. So you got ticked off, took your power back, and then you're like, I'm putting them in a timeout. Leo energy says what? Ace of Cups to the Hierophant, the King of Wands. It's about the five. It's about like the interactions in there. It was a maturing, because they were in just that lesser mature mindset. And so you had to give them that time out to let them think. Seven of Wands, Two of Swords, and you're at the point where you regret doing it. You're like, I'm the one that messed this up. I'm the one. No, you're being way too hard on yourself. God needed you out of the way so their guardian angels could go in. For some of you guys, that just means maybe they lost their job. Maybe they got a discount. I'm not reporting on it. We don't report on bad stuff here. We are not manifesting it or nothing like that, right? Because if you love them, you don't want to know if they're suffering. But God has been slowly, it's the story of Job, Libra. God has been slowly stripping them back of the stuff that they were prioritizing in front of you, as well as letting them pay out some karma for what they put you through. Because here's why God had to tick you off, because you would have forgiven them. God's like, you're allowed to forgive, but vengeance is the Lord's. And no karmic deed goes unpunished. Rent's always due on the first. They'll be coming in to show up and collecting the Three of Swords. They're going through it. They're in their feels free with that. Doesn't necessarily have to be cheating, but it's stuck in a situation that has them in their heads. Okay? For the 3% of you that might know that they did pick another choice or an option, that person is doing to them everything you're not capable of. All right? And don't give your power away to tarot. That's just for those of you that already know that part of the story. That person is doing to them what you're not capable of because you love them. See? Seven of Swords. That person has taken their game and went pro with it to put them through the humbling so that they come in to correctly respect your heart and what you do for them. So very good. You put them in check, put them in timeout, and that's letting them come in fresh with the Ace of Cups. See? Six of Cups. They got to stop acting like a child. They're coming in correct for you. I love it. I hope it helps. Libra, if you want to book a personal private reading or check out everything else channels to offer, just scan the QR code, use the link pinned in the description or bio. And remember, down below, leave your comment, your text, your DM to them, with or without saying their name. No problema. And remember, intuitively, if you feel like it and you leave a comment or you leave that one reply, interact and be a family, you never know. That one comment might be what saves your marriage, your relationship, saves theirs, fix theirs. All right? So until next we meet, Libra, love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. We got it. We just nailed it. We just nailed the outro. Beautiful. You are welcome, nature girl. Hey, Courtney. What up, girl? How are you doing? Good to see you here. Hey, Cassandra. On to Scorpio. Hey, Lisa. What up? Yvonne. Perfect timing. Right in time for Scorpio. I like the brown heart. Hold on, my nose is itching. Scorpio, why is my nose itching? Scorpio's like, it's your nose, Archer. Figure it out. Okay. Let's do this. Esther, what up? How are you doing, Esther? Lady Cotton, you're a Cancer? July 7th, Cancer. What's up? Happy birthday. Valentine, what up, Scorpio? What's your birthday, Valentine? Emma, how are you? Good to see you, Em. What's up, what up? All right. We're on to Scorpio. There we go. Scorpio. I'm using the biblical deck for you. I haven't used that yet at all, so let me use it. Hold on. Why does my nose keep itching? What do you do? The Scorpio's like, because Scorpio knows what's up. Oh, God, why are you... What's it? Well, oh, my gosh, which guy is that? Which guy is that in the political offices? Anyways, don't worry about it. We do not wander down that road. All right, anyways, you ready, Limitless? You ready, Esther? You guys good? All right, Angel Eyes, good to see you, dear. How are you? How are you? Hey, Mimi, what up? I love when you come by, Mimi, because I always think of John Lennon's Aunt Mimi. That's cool. I love it. Good to see you. All right, November 17th, Miss VP. Very nice. You're close to Frankie. She's a November 14th, Scorpio. That's cool. I got two Yodas in my life. Mama T's like Yoda 1, and Frankie's like Yoda 2. And I don't know if that reference is correct, because I still haven't seen Star Wars yet, right? There's only one woman on this planet going to get me to watch Star Wars, and she ain't asked yet. I've seen Spaceballs. Does that count? Probably not. Anyways, Scorpio, you are going to be at 147.07. Oh, very nice. I like that one. All right, God, let's rock and roll. Boop. Hey, Bernadette. All right, God, tap me in, tune me in to Scorpio's energy, please, and thank you. Whenever Scorpio finds this reading at 7, hold it. Yep. Scorpio, bless you, Scorpio. You're trying to hide the fact that you needed the spinny hug. And even when I was like, let's see if I can put the deck back together, it literally just flipped the cards around at the Queen of Cups. Love's been a little bit hard on you, and you're like, don't let him see you sweat, Scorp. Don't let him see you sweat. I'm not going to tell anybody, come here. When my deck jams, you need a hug. I'm going to spinny hug you. I'm going to grip you up. I'm going to give you a 14-second, like, big brother Archer hug or bro hug. But then when you're feeling better, then I'm going to spin you around till your hair gets all messed up, and you're going to start giggling. You're going to feel a little better. All right? And you won't have to fake it till you make it. You're going to actually start feeling happier. All right? So, God, tap me and tune me in. Now I'd like to know, why did Scorpio need a spinny hug? Why did Scorpio need a spinny hug? Whenever Scorpio finds this, had 7 days to it. What do we have for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? Let's see here. Whoa. See? Look, that's a sloppy shuffle. That's part of the deck getting in the way. Something got in the way of this, didn't it? All right. Over energy is the Page of Cups. It's almost like you feel like you won't have love in this lifetime. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, into the Empress, and the 10 of Pentacles with the Chariot says otherwise with the Justice card. Wow. This could be something in as soon as within the next 3 days from as soon as you find this, because I have 3 rough cards. We got that Page of Cups, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Kind of like always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Everybody else is getting engaged and getting married, or they're in relationships, and Scorpio's getting coffee, right? Empress card of the 10 of Pentacles shows prepare for something completely different. You're in a point where you're done with love, and you got something brand new getting ready to get started. Chariot to the Justice card with the 8 of Wands shows that the course of Cancer to Libra season this year is going to be a very transformative time with the 8 of Wands to the 8 of Pentacles, in the fact that you've been putting a lot into work or working on yourself, or they have. I think in this way, you're going to wind up like finding somebody through work, or you guys work together or something like that. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Oh, cool. Thank you, Kajal. Thank you very much. I'm never here when I'm reading the cards into it. I always just like, I'm not pulling on divination. I don't do divination, or I'm not looking at a bunch of dead people and stuff like that. I'm just using the textbook definition of the cards. So thank you for the confirmation, because it's the combination of the cards that I'm like, I got this one, this one, this one. Those together makes this. So thank you. Okay. If I didn't know better, it's like I'm reading for two groups of Scorpios. Either you're single and you've given up on love and God's like, I'm going to change your mind, or you've been dealing with someone so long that never really realizes that everything you're doing is for you and you almost feel like you're single or something. Let me find out. Okay, I've got the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, whoa, and the Page of Swords. Lessons learned from the deep soulmate twin flame connection. I'm talking to some single Scorpios. It's almost like the married long-term Scorpios are like, Archer, don't worry, we're fine, we're doing everything. I understand how my person works. I'm doing a singles reading. Twin flame soulmate, Page of Swords, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Here's the thing. The good Lord above's got a plan to change your mind, okay? Because the thing that you've got here, what I'm seeing with the Page of Swords, is not stalking. It's none of that. It's learning lessons, okay? In that it's very hard to disconnect from the feelings, right? It's very hard to get past everything that had happened, right? Especially during a Mercury retrograde. That's why you keep thinking about them or multiples of them, things like that. That led you into it. And then you're like, I can't figure, or you have exes that reach out, or it's like even still some of the back part that you're like, why did this go this way? Right? Page of Swords. You've learned lessons from your twin flame and your soulmate that you've gotten to that point right now, especially those of you that are on a twin flame journey with the Four of Wands, or the deep soulmate twin flame journey with the Two of Cups. It's the Willy Wonka thing. That's why you're in the energy that you're starting to feel like giving up on this, okay? Because you made some very valid points and everything on here, but it's the men, yeah, it's like, it's the Gene Wilder version too, by the way, not Johnny Depp in this case, because it's the minute you hand the gobstopper back to him and like, I'm not Mr. God Wonka, I'm not playing. I'm out. I just want to be single. It's never going to happen. I give up. Because for some of you guys, it's worrying you sick, right? The fact of giving up on love or never being able to find love, don't take it the wrong way, Scorpio, but your DNA, your genetic programming, you are supposed to have somebody in your life. I don't care how many other tarot readers or channels say that you have to be completely, perfectly all healed in order to have your love in that. That's wrong. Okay, judgment-free zone. They can tell me I'm wrong for my views. But my views on this one, it's the rib journey. Eve was a part of Adam. Eve was the rib from Adam. We're humans. We require human interaction. And you're going crazy going up the walls because it's almost like everything that's happened at the time, everything you did was right, you know? Everything you did was right at the time, but now you're regretting it. You're like, maybe if I just kept putting up with it, maybe if I'd just been a doormat, I'd at least have people around me. Right? But the thing is, with everything that you've been through, that last person, you have every right to close your heart off after what they did. They couldn't keep milking you for everything that you did for them, only to just screw you over, only then to come back. It's like you got tired of the whole giving, then them walking away from you until they need you again. It's like you only love me when you're lonely. You only love me when you need something. You only love me when your back's against the wall, right? That's why you had to put this in check. And with you on the King of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, it's almost like, I don't know why this is interesting. It's like a vitamin D deficiency, right? Not enough sunlight or not enough attention and love, the plant dies. You've been so worried about it, you're not giving your own plant the love, right? You've successfully, Five of Pentacles, closed this up. The reason this is all coming up into your mind and having you worried is because actually the good Lord above is doing just like he did to me when I got into reading tarot. And he kept putting my back against the wall to get out of my day-to-day job and do this full time because he had more in store and more planned for me, right? That's why he's letting, even God's letting you know, you've made it through your isolation phase. Ace of Pentacles, you're ready for that fresh start, and this person does love you. Seven of Cups to the Seven of Wands. This is the barriers already being removed with the Queen of Wands to find that chance in love again. Because I'm talking to a Scorpio that when you were younger, you had your twin flame journey. That was the age difference, met for Ace of Wands before Ace of Cups. Then the soulmate came in, right? Checked all the right boxes. The connection never went anywhere. The contract got fulfilled. And that leaves you here being like, well, now what? Now where do I go? That's what leads you towards this Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. You've been having dreams, and the people in your dreams that you don't recognize or understand is the person coming in. You're going to have somebody through your workplace or the gym, straight up, that takes an interest in you. Then they start parking next to you, or they use the treadmill next to you, or they're at that like you got the one. This one's like the big age difference, straight up big age difference on here, and like you guys just sharing your hobbies or your interests. That's why literally it's like maybe you guys both like you meet at the gym and then over your matchas or your protein shakes, you guys talk about we should open our own gym, and it's like, oh my God, that's turning me on, me too. And then like you develop into something new that spawns out of just something very random. And it's that one day that for some reason you're like, oh man, all right, I'm gonna whatever, put my hair up, or you bought new yoga pants or something. It's time that you meet somebody through the gym. It's weird. Or maybe it's like, if you're like, I don't go to the gym, that's the end of it for me. No, not true, Scorpio. See, on the Ace of Pentacles, I could see it like a dog park. Some of you guys just like your nature, your hiking trail. You go park and go walk through a state park or something, right? And you bump into a fellow walker, jogger, that sort of a thing, okay? The rewards learned off of this with the differences and the times involved, it's the one on your mind. It's the rib journey. It's the rewards. It's this person checks all the boxes, the deep twin flame, soulmate, all of it, so you guys can elevate Seven of Cups into the kingdom spouse that you guys truly are, and then go into the Emperor Empress status. I like it. All right? That's the thing on this one. And the weird thing is I'm talking to a Scorpio who's like, Archer, I don't see a frickin' sign at all. Don't see their car. Don't see license plates. I don't even dream. Nothing. I got nothing, Archer. What you got? Exactly what I said. You just won't get signs or previews that it's coming because you're still resting and recharging because you've been emotionally drained from burning the candle at both ends. It does still happen. You're just not seeing the signs right now because God has turned off the antenna. God's like, oh my goodness, we got to. It's like, you know how Scorpio, I'm talking to like when you hold your cell phone and it gets really hot, like burn the baby type of vibes. It's that vibe. Five of Cups to the King of Wands. It's that heat that comes in off of it. Five of Pentacles to open the door. You won't even suspect it. All right? I hope that helps. I keep seeing a Scorpio like on the treadmill. Even when I'm like, well, maybe it's at a park or a dog park or a nature trail. God's like, totally could be. But something about that gym resonates. It's like, okay, I dig it. Anyways, remember, Scorpio, down below in the comments, leave a comment or a DM either about yourself and your current status so that we can help and interact, reply, be a family, or especially for my single Scorps and that, leave what you're looking for. Let's manifest in your soulmate. Let's pray it into existence. All right? So down below in the comments. And remember, even if you don't comment usually on stuff, you never know. That one comment you're being intuitively led by God to give, that one reply the good Lord tells you to resend, it's happening for a very good reason. That one message might be what saves a relationship or a connection. It might be what pays out and fixes your connection for the karmic payout from helping people. Remember, the good Lord returns stuff on you tenfold. For once, the ark being brought to Jerusalem. Something about Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark might resonate to a Scorpio here. And the movie Airplane? Okay, all right. Robert Stack says what? Anyways, okay. Five of Cups, Four of Wands. All right, Scorpio, love you to the moon and back. I do hope that helped. I hope it resonated. And if you want a personal reading or to check out everything else the Archer Network has to offer, just scan the QR code, use the link in the description or bio. Otherwise, till next we meet, love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Bye, Scorp. Oh, hi, Angel1111. Thank you so much for the blessings. Yesterday was your birthday? Oh, sweet. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. My birthday's coming up on Tuesday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're welcome, Yvonne. Thank you guys for letting me know if this stuff resonates. All right. Let's see here. Sad is up next, by the way, Diane. Good to see you. How you doing, Diana? All right. Thank you guys all for being here hanging out with me. You guys are awesome sauce. I love you guys. All right. On to Sag. There we go. Angel Eyes, what up, what up? All right, let's do it to it. Hey, Cappy, go. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Shelly, what up, Ghostly, hello. All right, let's see what's up, Sagittarius. What do we want to use for you, Sag? Let's use, okay. We're going to use the Princess Bride deck. Let's see where this one goes. All right, Sagittarius, you're going to be at 159.49. So let's dive in and see what we've got for you. What up, Sag? How you doing? Greetings from Japan. Hello. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Did I say that right? Whoa. Anyways, thank you for being here. Greetings from the United States. What up, Mockingjay? How are you? Hey, Mimi. I just like saying hi to you, Mimi, because you always think, I'm still thinking about John Lennon's Aunt Mimi. That's cool. All right. God, tap me and tune me into Sagittarius' energy, please, and thank you. And give me everything you got for the mutable fire sign for the week ahead. From whenever Sagittarius finds this reading, just add 7 days to it. Hey, Caitlin. What up, babe? How you doing? All right. Sagittarius, give me everything you got for Sagittarius. A little work, love, and all the above. A little bit of whatever comes out. Because as you know, I'm affectionately known as the Sag Whisperer. Kind of proud of that. So let's see what we've got for the only sign worthy and deserving of 5 syllables. Let's do it. King of Wands. You're right. I am more of a Leo Whisperer. That's cool. Anyways, Ace of Cups. Well, I am a Cancer. That's not fair. But anyways, the Two of Wands. Oh. Sag, you're facing a decision. Something's got you frustrated. Ace of Cups to the King of Wands. Because see, like, look at that. It's almost like, Sag, they're going to blow your mind coming up in the week ahead if you haven't already seen it or noticed it, because you got somebody that changed in the Ace of Cups. Are you getting ready to ask somebody out, or are you calling dibs? Because you're getting frustrated, Two of Wands. And you're sitting there like, it's like you want to choose love. Yeah, Four of Wands. It's like you want your twin flame back. Are you still on? It's the twin flame journey. Oh, I think you're awakening or ascending into it. Some of this came out for the Pisces reading last week too, as the High Priestess shows up. Sag, you're learning more about the twin flame journey, the soulmates. Some of you guys might be even getting into tarot, something like that. The High Priestess vibes on the Four of Wands, the Two of Wands. Why does it feel like you're something that never got off the ground is getting ready to happen again? Y'all are going to Mercury retrograde. Ace of Cups to the King of Wands. You miss your twin. Okay, give me everything you got. This is interesting. All right, we've got the Eight of Wands. That's you, Sag energy. The Six of Wands. You're on point, Archer. The Star card. Something you've seen recently has activated part of your healing journey, or it's reawoke oh my word, I'm stuttering. Reawoke a connection. Say that one 3 times fast. The Queen of Wands, again with the reawoke, and the Ace of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. You want to reach out and talk to them. The World card. This is you. Seven of Pentacles to the Three of Wands. Why do you feel like you're the one out in the cold and at a distance? Right? Three of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles out in the ocean. Totally inconceivable on this one. It's as if, hey, Crypto, how you doing? I missed you. Good to see you. Hi, Mary. It's like the Three of Wands under this one. It's like you're trying to find a decision into it, but it's like you went through that stage that you poured yourself into yourself, right? And you've established yourself. And now you're looking back on it and you're going, right person, wrong time. How do I make it right person, right time? Because it looks like something. Let me see what's up with this. Because you got that Nine of Pentacles. This tells me that, like, you feel like you're in a single status with the Ace of Swords. You want to take somebody off the market. That is what it is. You're crushing on somebody. But I almost feel like it's somebody coming back around. But you're the one that... Hold on. Three of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. There is somebody you shut the door on that you regret shutting the door on. And it doesn't have to mean you haven't talked in forever. You know, for some of you guys, it's been like 5+ years, especially with CERN finally getting turned off. This could be the vibe, just somebody you haven't talked to in, 5 days, 5 weeks. It could be something like that. That you're like, oh man, I got to catch back up on this. And man, when you get so busy at work, right? And you're scrolling through your phone, Emperor vibes. See, some of you guys are self-employed, but it's that vibes of like later on when you get back and you're at home or you're on the phone, you scroll back down after you got all your notifications, right? And then you're like, oh man, I forgot to send that text. So it's that kind of a vibe. Some of you guys are either self-employed, entrepreneurial mindset, or like just running your own business and somehow Three of Pentacles. And I think it's in the vibes of like a little bit of loss in the sauce on that one. Maybe they don't get it from your perspective that you're so crazy busy. But the time you guys have been apart, it's kind of like Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups is letting you change your mind on a decision and double back around. The Hierophant, the Knight of Swords, into the Six of Cups. That's Mercury retrograde vibes, right? King of Cups. You guys have both healed and matured and been through this, right? Ace of Wands. It is that vibe. Sad you miss them. You really miss them. What have you seen online lately? Because you got an Ace of Wands to the King of Cups. You're trying to restart a connection and you don't even realize how powerful you are that you're manifesting it and you're calling it in. And it's the current person on your mind, all right? That's the thing. This isn't the vibe of somebody who's been waiting forever for an ex to return or nothing like that. It's the Ace of Wands to the King of Cups. This is something current. Maybe you guys have been together, or maybe like you guys live at a distance, or it's digital or something. Oh, maybe it's the vibes of like a long distance relationship. That could be it, or it's digital. Hierophant to the Knight of Swords. God's lining things up to bring you guys together. Because you're the one that was awoke or elevated higher than them first, but now they're doing it. And both of your prayers are what's causing this to happen. Some of you guys might get noticed that you have to change. You have to move for work. And you're like, whoa, when did that happen? What's going on? It's happening to them too. You don't realize it. You guys are being guided right together. Even if you're on opposite ends of the world, when you got something this strong and powerful, no wonder you're sitting there being like, I really want to talk to them again. I miss them. Because whatever you saw ticked you off. You might be worried that like maybe they moved on, or maybe you're going to be left on your own and it's all part of your healing journey, right? The good Lord let you see what he did, the Hierophant to the Knight of Swords, because you've been pretty depressed lately. The good Lord has seen you just being like, whatever, I'm just doing me. I'm just working. I'm fine. It's okay. I don't need love. I'm fine, right? It's that kind of a vibe. And the good Lord's like, we got to bring them back together because the good Lord above has seen that your heart's been with this person the whole time. Every time you move, every time you relocate, every time you try something new, anytime, even if you're like, forget it, I'll stop being a good man or woman of God, I'm going to go in full lust. And it never works out. Because the good Lord above is like, you guys have both had some lessons going on. That's why you're thinking about them, because they're thinking about you too. Because you guys have finished the lessons, passed the test. I guarantee you guys both broke up with your exes about the same time. That's why what you saw now has you ticked off. Because you're like, did they move on? Are they with somebody else? Did I wait too long? Why do I always wind up losing? The good Lord saw you straight up depressed. I'm not even going to rainbow unicorn it. You're so depressed you've been burning yourself into work. And they haven't left your mind since the last time you guys spoke. So the good Lord's like, both of these two are staying stuck in a stage that they're just kind of like, it is what it is. That's fine. I'll just do me. See? Sag, you're so busy focusing on your job and your money, you don't realize that this entire time the good Lord has been working on both of you guys. That's why your life keeps changing. That's why you keep getting uprooted while feeling stuck, right? It's that vibes. It's like to get things back in check for the both of you guys to work back together on this one. That's a big part of it. Because this has got just that false start vibe all over it. It was, you guys, Seven of Cups. I think for some of you guys, Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, both you guys had other options. All right. Oh, that's what it is, Sag. This is the vibes of like someone, it's like the vibes of somebody dating, right? And starting to eliminate the options. Because I don't pull a vibe on this one, but I pull the vibe that you've been stuck. If I didn't know better, I think at the time you guys you weren't ready yet, right? And just like that. Bingo. Welcome back. Audio's back too. All right, perfect. You see what happened there? All right. The devil's trying to stop this from happening. But you're with me and the good Lord protects me. My guardian angels don't even put up with any of that stuff. So we're in business. All right. Let's get back into this with what I've got out here, because we're at that stage that what you saw had you frustrated. The good Lord needed that to happen on this one because it's the catalyst activator point. All right. So that the lessons learned let you move forward. What you're seeing on this one here with that World's card is the confirmation that you have a completed cycle and a completed mindset. Okay. What you saw, this is both of you guys. You're still mirroring. You've been mirroring from the beginning, right? So what you've seen into it is the devil trying to get in the way of a divine connection, which is why you think it's your fault. They think it's their fault. And the devil is putting that doubt into here. That's the cycle that closes. And you guys can successfully overcome this one. Okay? For any of you guys that might think there's some, maybe you have seen some stuff like, maybe you think they got spells done on you or readings done on you, all that divination stuff that we do not do at this channel. All right, if you do think somebody's been casting some evil eye stuff your way, I'm not even going to take the time to explain it. All right, I work for God. I chose the good. All right, we don't do divination here. Remember, tarot cards don't do divination. People do. I don't. I'm not going to explain to you what it is. If you think there's spell work or juju or evil eye being cast your way, we're going to skip that and go right to the boss man. All right, we're going to pray it away. Lord, we ask that any evil eye, any bad energies, negative energies that are being cast on Sagittarius's mind or their person's mind or them themselves, we ask that all of it be cast off into the ethers. We do not ask it return back onto the person. Two wrongs don't make a right. Vengeance is yours, not ours. We ask that any negative intents towards Sagittarius or towards Sagittarius's person simply dissipate off into the ethers of space with no intents or actions on either parties involved. All right, we leave the rest in your hands. Just protect those. All right, please and thank you. Amen. Always say please and thank you. That's the secret word. Okay, let me make sure how we do. We got Sag and their person protected. Biblical Tarot, one card, yes or no. Full card, safe to proceed. All right, perfect. No more ill intents or you got Sag. Was it you or your person? Somebody, was it you that turned your person on the tarot, or did they already know something about it? Because somebody is messing around with some arts and some stuff that they have no clue what they're dealing with. Straight up. Just so you know. All right? But you're protected from it. With that Hanged Man, you have a safe distance from the negative energy. All right? You got someone in your energetical sphere that is messing around with powers and skills that they have no clue. Somebody handed a 5-year-old a Lamborghini without telling them what to do with it. Just so you know. But we do not even feed to it. We don't do any of that. All right, good vibes only and be kind. We just simply pray it away. All right, so I hope that helps, Ed. You guys will be quite well on this one, and you watch with that protection around you guys, safe to proceed forward. You two do get back together, okay? All right, love you very much. Remember, now down in the comments section, go ahead and leave your text, your DM to them with or without saying their name. That's cool. All right, either way, even if you just leave emojis, God still knows what you're thinking. That way we can help you pray it, manifest it, and bring it into existence too. All right. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, they do miss you, Sag. Anyways, or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code or use the link in the bio or description box. It'll take you everywhere you need to go. All right. Otherwise, until next we meet, love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. We made it. 1:22 on the clock. Beautiful vibes. All right. It's nice to see that Sag's person's protected now. You can have somebody else on the other side of the fence keep trying to wish bad spell work stuff onto people. It ain't going nowhere now. Sag is covered and their person is. We're good. My prayers mean power. That's why I don't do divination. I don't practice black magic and devil worship and all that stuff. It is way easier to just work for God. He already has the title and the paperwork to your soul. Much easier. Don't have to sell your soul to Satan. Oh, but you got to be good and does all the work. Yeah, but if you're good and do all the work, it's so freaking awesome. Everybody wants instant gratification. Nobody's willing to put in the work. Probably one of the biggest problems in relationships nowadays, too. Let it go as a slow burn and learn to know each other, and it lasts forever. You literally have the rest of your guys' lives together. You got some time to get to know each other. You know? Exactly. It is so much easier to work for God. He's got the titles, paperwork, and everything like that. God makes you do the work. But if you do the work, the rewards are awesome. Exactly. Anyways, man, can you tell we're getting into it? We're heading into Capricorn. If you're December 25th Capricorn, you're Jesus' birthday twin at that point. Heck yeah. Whoop, whoop. Capricorn is still the coolest sign of all of them. You know why? Because no other sign starts and ends the year. Boom. Capricorn for the win. All right. I'm a Cancer sun. I'm your brother's sign. So I'm on your team, Capricorn. All right, let's get this switched out. Exactly. Right, Nelly? Nelly's like, yeah, man. Exactly. Capricorn's the only sign that starts and ends the year. All right, Capricorn. There we go. All right, Capricorn, I want to use I'm still looking. I think I want to go with, in light of what happened during Sag, with a little bit of that woo coming in that we had to get a little help from, let's use the Biblical Tarot, all right? Also, Capricorn, we're going to cleanse the energetical space for you. Your timestamp's going to be 11750. All right, God, cleanse the energetical space from any energies that were being cast in this direction, and then tune me into Capricorn. I'm not allowed to use sage sticks because one time I almost burned the house down. And I don't like the smoke. I love candles, but I don't like the smoky, like the sage. It's just smoke everywhere. I'm a tech geek, age of the geek, babe. So I use that. The red light's on. We're sage. We're clear. Let's go, boys. All right. Give me everything you got for the Cardinal Earth sign, God. Tap me into Capricorn's energy, and let's do it to it. What do we have for? Oh, hold on. It's not scrolling on there. Let me reset that. There we go. There we go. Now I can see Angel Eyes' comment. All right. Let's see. Here we go. I could get the sage spray, but I'm a tech dork, and I still believe that Trans Am can drive itself. No, I don't. Not really. But no, it's my Knight Rider thing. I could also get a Rickenbacker bass, but that's my Hofner. All right. That's Bill. You can't leave Bill behind. I named him Bill because Elvis's bass player was named Bill Black. But anyways, and he's a black Hofner. He's not the tan-colored Hofner like Paul plays. But anyways, random stuff nobody cares about me. Nobody cares about anything about me. I'm used to that. All right. Capricorn, is that how you're feeling, Capricorn? Or am I actually just talking about me? Seven of Swords, you're deceiving yourself. You're being way too hard on yourself. And the Death card, it's not that you're isolated, ostracized on your own, or this doesn't work. It's the vibes in the Death card that your person's still going through a transformation with the Star card and the Eight of Cups to ascend into a place of real love. Okay? The test that you're going through is actually a big one in you getting to establish like your boundaries, set your values and all that stuff. Because you give so much to everybody around you, right? That's the vibes on it. So let's see where this goes. Give me everything you got for whenever Capricorn finds this reading, add 7 days to it. Here we go, Cap. Let's see what we got. Because you are the GOAT. I like your little Billy Goat legs. That's how you get to the top of the mountain. That's why you're the father of the zodiac. Exactly. And the energy over this is the Six of Swords, about going with the flow and the motion in the ocean. In the fact of, this is the vibes of like when you meet up with somebody or you get to see them or you go out on a date, that first little connection that it's like, I don't want this date to end. I don't want this moment to end. I'm having so much fun. It's really, really good, right? Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. It's good. It's just getting started. And even for about the 3 to 11% of you guys that are in like a no contact or you're single and haven't found that love yet, it's going to show up when you least suspect it, and I'm seeing it's through your neighborhood, okay? Let's see where this goes. All right. The Empress, the Nine of Wands. Why are you getting so ticked off about it? The Seven of Wands, Three of Cups, the Hanged Man. Did you find out that they were like, is it entertaining other options or still cutting out of other options? Like, I think some of you guys didn't want to be the sneaky link. That's the thing on this one. And now they're coming back in with the Nine of Wands to the Seven of Wands, Sag and Leo energy, after having gone through an ego death, right? Oh, thanks, Martha. I appreciate you. So you're trying to stay optimistic or keep things together on this one with the Nine of Wands to the Seven of Wands, but it's almost like an ego death was needed on their part because you were putting in so much work. I think that's why you did have to cut them out. And now you're a little ticked off about it. You're like, I need this apology. Because you were on the right path with them and you didn't find something out. It's like something comes to light that they were Seven of Swords hiding from you that has you thinking they were in a player vibe within this the Three of Cups to the Hanged Man. It might be the vibes that somebody could be married or in another contractual agreement. And that's where the Bible stops. All right. If there's a legal binding contract, we don't pull on that energy. That contract has to free will be resigned first. We're not going after married individuals. Okay. But I don't think it's that one on here. I think this is one that it's like somebody else came and got involved in this energies and trying to make you jealous on it. And what they realized is that they shouldn't have said what they said because they were lying, but it was a lie to make them look better. When in reality, see the King of Wands, the Nine of Swords? It's like somebody that tries to make you jealous, and like they use their old school tactics on you. Like, I'm going to try to make Capricorn jealous or do. It's like something that's like they try to keep you on the hook by making you jealous and make you want them more, right? And then it becomes very awkward on this King of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, where it's like you need them in a much more mature mindset. Straight up. I think they're lying to you about other directions. I think they got scared. I think they got scared of the, straight up scared of commitment. And so they lied. But here's the thing. Whatever it was they told you they pick over you, whether it's I just told you I want to stay single. I just told you I'm not ready for a relationship yet. Or I'm choosing somebody else. I'm going back to an ex. They lied. They didn't do that. I want receipts on it otherwise. Because I'm being told that they said what they said in an attempt. Granted, they didn't see it as like a little bit of like a childish game or something. It was them protecting themselves because the feelings were too real. Some of you guys could be married or there could be kids involved with that Empress showing up. But that's what it is. They intentionally lied or did that, intending to turn you off or tick you off. Because they're like, if you hate them, then it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Pardon me, sorry, I'm a human. It's that they're so doomed or worried about the failure that they let you walk from them because it's easier to get you to walk away. They got you to quit them instead of them having to fire you. They actually, believe it or not, didn't want to hurt you, and then they lied about it, and it's like it's just Nine of Cups to the Knight of Wands. It's not what they did, but they went around it. That's the thing. So it's like they pushed you away. They weren't lying when they said that they're like, you deserve better, or I'm no good for you, or something like that, right? Seven of Cups to the Knight of Wands. But it's not that they were. See, told you, they lied about having options, okay? Because in reality, you've got somebody here that every time they get into this stage, they get scared because you're pretty awoke, aren't you, Capricorn? In the fact that their old pickup lines, their old techniques don't work no more, right? Could be a bit of the age difference or even just the mentality on this one, is that they tried to use stuff that they would have used on like one of their exes or one of their past people. Thing is, they're kind of out of the game a little bit. They're about as much hood as I am. I can tell you guys, I am hood from the Detroit, right? I'm in the suburbs of Detroit, right? It's that kind of a vibe, all right? And that's what it is. This person's trying to be a player, but they kind of suck at it. And you're like, why you even got to lie to me about this stuff? In reality, I'm just saying, hey, could we go slow at this? It's getting intense. It's getting to be a lot. I'm really developing feelings for you. And if we could slow down, I won't run. But instead, they just lie to you like, I'm going back to an ex, right? It's like they didn't. They went home and they were like, oh my God, that was so intense. That was scary. And I'm like, why'd you lie to Capricorn? And they're like, I needed Capricorn to hate me. Now they have to figure out how to backpedal out of that, right? It's the vibes of like, hey, I'm going on vacation. I'm going to travel and see you. Or I've got some time off from work. I'm going to come and see you. And they're like, oh, nope, sorry, never had a chance. And they just ghost. It's like they try to do everything to like make you mad at them. And then now they don't want to make you mad at them no more. So now what they're doing is they're trying to figure out how to tell you that like, hey, Capricorn, I was lying about all that crap. Right? And that's what's going to be your test about, like, if it stays calm or if you go back off on them. Born and raised in South Detroit? No, Northwest. It's Oakland County. Michiganders know what I mean by that. Yeah, Oakland County is in no way Detroit. I'm hood. That's right. It's kind of like saying Wilson County is Nashville, right? It's like the better part. Anyhow, nothing against Detroit. It's fine. Detroit just doesn't suit me anymore. But anyways, King of Wands to the King of Pentacles. This was about their emotional maturity. They couldn't keep acting like a player when in reality they were not a player. And it's like, you didn't like it, did you? You're like, I don't dig this vibe. You can't keep making me think there's other people involved or there's other things going on. And you're trying to string me along thinking it's going to make me want you more when in reality, it's childish. See, this is somebody, maybe they haven't dated in a while. Maybe they haven't dated in a while and they think this stuff still works, right? That whole kind of a vibe. In the Five of Pentacles, it's kind of like, maybe it's the old vibes of like, can I buy you a drink? Can we go get a, can we, you know, and you're like, I don't drink, I don't do that stuff, right? And it's like, well, see, the times they are changing, Bob Dylan, and the fact that this person's games didn't work on you and that immaturity is what that needed to be overcome. And that's why they reach out and apologize on it. They're just trying to figure out how to tell you that they were lying about everything, right? The Capricorn, I am so hood. I got so many girls. Capricorn, I've been online chatting with babes all day. Napoleon Dynamite says what, right? In reality, you come to find out all they do is they go home and they're miserable. Because they want to be with you, but then they get scared of that too. It's a big thing in immaturity and relinquishing control of the events and allowing things to happen. Okay? I do see it cycling back around, and I cannot wait to see how you handle this. This is going to be interesting to see next week, especially for those that they reach out this week. I'm gonna remember that next week just to be like, God, tap me into me and to see how Capricorn handled their person being like, hey, I was lying about cheating. It's like, wow, Crosswatcher, that's a tough one to back out of. Why don't you just tell them not yet, or can we slow down? Anyhow, I hope it helps. See, any other channel might look at it and be like, oh, wow, Capricorn, your person's been lying to you. It's all bad. Well, in a way, it's not good. Lying is never right. But this is the best worst case scenario you want, where like what they said hurt really bad. And then you come to find out they went home and they're sitting there alone by themselves listening to like sad music and stuff, right? All right. I think the world card at the end of that shows that cycle closes and ends, Capricorn. So about time you get a little bit of loving. All right. I do hope it helps. Down below, remember, leave your comment to them, leave your text, your information, even just vent if you want to, with or without saying your name. Even if you just want to leave an emoji, that's okay. And remember, y'all, intuitively reply. Interact in the comments, even if you're just dropping your birthday or something. You never know. That one comment or that reply to a comment that you leave might be exactly what someone needs, and it saves a marriage, saves a relationship or whatever. And then even if it's not your own, the good Lord pays out in abundance tenfold. So wait until you see what happens in your life just for doing it. All right. If you do want to book personal private reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code or use the link pinned in the bio or description box. Otherwise, till next we meet. Sorry, I have a Leo V and decided to fix my hair because I saw it on the phone. Anyway, otherwise, until stop that. Hold on, Leo Venus. Hold on. There we go. There we go. My hair might be messed up, Leo Venus, but my person's hot. Anyway, right? Thank you, Allie. I look forward to reading for you. All right, Capricorn, love you to the moon and back. Till next we meet, I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Onward and forward. Next up is the Randy. That was interesting. Sag and Cap, those were some fun readings. Okay, onward and forward. Let's get into Aquarius is up next. There we go. I didn't put that deck back right. That ticks my Virgo moon off. There we go. Virgo moon, OCD, doesn't matter. And it is whatever makes me the workaholic. I'm learning how to budget my time though. All right, Limitless. Let's do it to it. R2D2. I still haven't seen Star Wars yet. It's going to take, there's only one woman on this planet that's going to get me to see it. But I know what R2D2 is. Beep, doop, beep, doop. I know that part. That's as far as I know. I had a buddy who used to have a keychain with R2D2 on it. He's the one that looks like the trash can, right? He's the talking, rolling trash can. Like a Roomba trash can. Okay, yep. See, that's all I know about Star Wars. We're good. Okay. Aquarius, I guess we're going to use, okay, we're using the Princess Bride. Aw, thanks, Frenchie. Thank you. Okay. Let's pop some of those alien emojis like Limitless is doing. There we go. I got that one out. All right, Aquarius. You're going to be at 2:30:55. All right, so let's dive in and see what we got going on for you. What up, Aquarius? How you doing? Thank you very, very much for being here and being a part of this. God, tap me in, tune me into Aquarius's energy, please, and thank you. And Aquarius, if you do want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, hey, Rebecca, just scan the QR code or use the link pinned in the bio description box and comments. It'll take you right to the link tree. All right, let's go. Ready, Mama T? Are you ready, Mom? Ready, Bernadette? Ready, Limitless? Let's do it. Queen Tiki, are you ready? All right. Everybody who's not interacting in the chat, are you guys ready too? Wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me. That means you have to interact in the chat. It's okay. All right. What do we got for my Area 51 sign? The high level, top level security clearance to get into their energies, God. Tap me in 2 Mean Area 51 and give me everything you got for the amazingly auspicious Aquarians for the week ahead from whenever Aquarius finds this reading. Add 7 days to it, all right? And then give me everything you got and whatever comes out for the amazingly auspicious Aquarians. 10 of Wands. Aquarius can't handle no more. Look at the load you're carrying on your back while you're still trying to climb the mountain. I do hear Miley Cyrus about the climb. It's the climb, right? Hey, what's up, Chantel? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Oh, is that Go God Dancer? Oh, Go-Go Dancer. Go-Go. Oh, my word. I'm sorry. Anyways. Okay, the Hangman, the 10 of Wands. I'm really fun trying to read street signs going through downtown Nashville. All right, I figured out Church Street and the ones that are named after numbers. Anyways, the Hangman, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Lovers to the Emperor. Oh, okay, I see you choosing yourself in a direction on this that you've been hanging into, but with the Wheel of Fortune on the Emperor to the 5 of Swords, you heal through a work situation and meet somebody in love. 8 of Pentacles, and they're already watching you at work. This is something that didn't get off the ground because, like, you've got a lot of stuff going on. Because look at them peeking in the door, and it's the 8 of Pentacles. So there's your person looking in, being like, Aquarius looks like they have a lot of stuff going on. Maybe I'll give Aquarius some time. Some of you guys recently, like, got ghosted or, like, not like a full-on ghost, but, yeah, 4 of Pentacles. It's like the vibes of somebody who would set up a date, or this is when you guys want to talk, or for my married Aquarius, they tell you when they're going to be home. And then they sorry, can't make it. Sorry, didn't show up. 5 of Wands. The thing on it is they had to learn about letting you know about that. Yeah, 6 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, because they still wanted to move forward with the 8-8 showing up in that Hermit card. They went internal in the Knight of Wands to the 2 of Wands because it's a weird lost in translation thing on this one because they're not very versed in how, like, the check-in or relationships work. So I can see how because of what you've been through before in the past that you might be sitting here thinking like, oh, great, I'm going to be an option. Or this is going to be another thing where it's like a bunch of no contact, right? Because you've already been through enough where you reach out, you show emotions, you make first contact. And you've already worked through the double texting and things like that. But this time here was one that's like, you really wanted that to go somewhere. The thing on this is the 5 of Wands, 6 of Cups, they kind of did mess up. They didn't reach out because they got nervous, right? It could be some of you guys met online or something too, or it's a digital connection that you guys were planning like a meetup, and they straight up. They didn't ghost or cut you out on this one. The 8 of Wands, they still want to go forward, but the Hermit card to the Knight of Wands, and now they're going to have to try to reach back out and make this work again. You realize you got 2 things getting ready to happen? You got 2 things getting ready to happen. That would explain why you're very tired. 2 of Wands to the King of Pentacles. I mean, besides the fact that CERN already shut down. And that there's CERN turning off the collider, that's basically was putting the brakes on Earth. So we're all experiencing jet lag, but that should be over with by the week ahead. So you'll come back into that. King of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. This is what's telling me you have 2 things showing up. In that, especially during the retrograde vibes, if I didn't know better, I would say that you have been working on your job, King of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be trying to get into management or start your own company. Or also, 6 of Cups. You've been kind of having dreams about both of them. And I'm talking to an Aquarius that you usually don't dream. You're like, I sleep right through. And now you're getting very vivid, very crazy dreams, right? Sleep patterns are weird. Now you're making it the night through, and then you're waking up at 4 a.m., but you feel more rested. Then you get tired again. You're like back and forth across the board because you've been busy manifesting so much into your life that it's all the stuff you're frustrated about that it comes around. So don't shoot the speaker box out here, but this person is loving you. They're interested in you. They'd like to see where this could go. The thing on it is that, like, they're giving you time to open up, or you're giving them time to open up. The roles could be even reversed on this one, because what I'm seeing on this one is like, you're wondering where direction this is going, but so are they. And the reason on this back out was it was almost like when they got nervous or cold feet about seeing you, meeting you in person, 2 of Swords to the devil stepped in and said, whoa, oh, you're ticked off that you got ghosted. However, on the other side, they put you on a pedestal and didn't know how to approach. It's like when you approach a celebrity, right? Dude, I am a grown man, very mature, very set in my ways. If I got to meet Paul McCartney, I'd probably spaz out for a little bit. I'd probably have 30 seconds of just straight up unawoke cancer of like, oh my God, straight up. The thing on this is they put you on a little bit of a pedestal, and that's what caused them to get cold feet. It's actually, in a way, you're ticked about it, but it's a compliment, okay? They found your soul, they found your looks, they found everything hot, and they were like, I can't compete. And that's why I'm going to them as their buddy and being like, don't do that, don't put him on the pedestal. Aquarius is a human too, right? Except you actually are an alien, you do know that, right? Don't know how you wound up on this planet. Bet next time you pick differently. But when you make it to the pearly gates this time, you're gonna be like, what other planets are available? God, I've already been to that one, right? Yeah, the High Priestess, shh, don't tell, on the Two of Pentacles, 222. The repeating 2 shows you're going to have like a bit of a trifecta that comes in as we go through the Cancer-Leo season corridor. We'll call it the Cancer-Leo corridor. The culmination of the 7-7 portal in the week ahead is where you get your first abundant payout. And that something or someone, a blockage is taken out of your work life, and you're approached for a promotion. Maybe lately in the work life you've been feeling like, due to cutbacks or layoffs, there's been pay reductions or company restructuring. And what you find out, this would be like the scene in Office Space where the cool dude fires the Bobs. So somebody is getting, the one that's creating too much tension in the workplace is getting let go. Meanwhile, your person is like, see, Aquarius is too busy with the work vibes. The Devil card is the one that comes in on the High Priestess, in that it's like, oh, Aquarius is too busy for you. Aquarius makes no time. And then they're seeing it in the same way. That's the thing. So you would have been fine if they had just explained that to you. Instead of like me, it's making you feel like you weren't good enough or something. When in reality, the whole reason they avoided the talk is because they were scared of having it. It doesn't even have to be a telenovela. It's like you got somebody here that you would look at them and be like, this is a runner. That's why your job is going to work out first, because that's your rewards to give you a little more of your confidence and your glow up back, right? That's strong Cancer energy. Pisces, Capricorn, Leo is here, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Aries. Oh yeah, it could be Aquarius. And if I didn't mention it, Gemini. Okay, King of Cups. See, I told you, Queen of Wands and the 10 of Wands brings us full circle with the 6 of Pentacles. You wind up getting balance restored. It's the fact that because of what happened between the two of you, you get a level up or a bonus. It happens to just be a very nice little karmic cycle thing. And then once your work and your pentacles are reestablished so that you've got that strength and confidence back, they're going to be reaching out to you. And even my single Aquarians who are like, never again, no thank you, not looking back, you have the antithesis of them show up. Somebody will bump in and run into you. I'm being told on this one, it's something at work, and it's near water. Something about work, near water, you meet a person. So if you're single and not looking backwards, get a job by water. Don't get a job on a shrimp boat unless that's where you want to work. I don't know. But anyways, or it is them coming back. But that 6 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles, it puts us in a status that 2 single people are ready for like a straight up connection. All right. The rewards for what you've been through are totally getting paid out. You're getting yourself fixed up first by God above, and then the love comes in. All right. So I hope that helps. Yeah. 8 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles, it's not that you're stuck right now. Don't worry yourself too sick on that with the World card. Everything is being lined up. See, yep, look, 7 of Swords. Look, that boss at work's getting let go. Whichever boss that is micromanaging and passive-aggressively threatening you guys, HR is already wise to them. They'll be out the door before you know it. Can't do with that part. Not fair. And I don't know why, but I just heard, Peppa, what did you do with my boss? I don't know what that was about. Anyway, 6 of Swords to the 4 of Swords to the Chariot. This will all be fixed up for y'all during Cancer season. Before we get to Leo season, you're on point. You're safe to move forward in the 7 of Wands. Leo season is going to remove the emotional obstacles between the two of your guys' connections so that you get into this real relationship. You're nearing the end of your single life. Remember how you're like, I just want to be married? Like, you make a good mom or a good dad too. It's getting ready to come in. You guys are already starting to work it out. They're just very scared about proceeding, okay? It's not on you. This one is on them, all right? And God's letting you get yourself, your money, and everything in order, too, before we have the great housing crisis in 2028, so that you can make it through that and weather the storm. The love shows up, like, literally the day after the work stuff. You watch. It's going to go from nothing to everything. That's how the good Lord above always does it. You're going to be like, yep, you're going to go to bed tonight. Be like, nothing. I watched fireworks on TV. I didn't go downtown. That sort of a vibe. Then tomorrow you wake up and there's an email about like, Ding dong, the boss is gone, and talk of the town is you're getting that job, and you're like, what? Right? Then later that day, hey, did you hear, Aquarius? Your person likes you, or your person reaches out direct. Hey, can we get together and go to coffee? Can I make good on that date, that rain check, that evening, that talk we never had, whatever resonates to you? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, everything gets back on track for you guys. All right. So I hope that helps. Hope it resonated. Let me know if it resonates down in the comments. And also remember, down in the comments, leave your text or your DM to them with or without saying their name. Totally okay, no problema. All right. Even if you just leave an emoji, God still knows what you're thinking. We can help you pray into existence. All right. And even if you don't usually comment and you feel intuitively drawn to it, go for it. Leave that comment on here, or interact, be a family, reply to each other's comments. You never know. You might leave that one reply that fixes somebody's relationship, life. Or you might leave a comment that one person replies to just right that fixes your whole life up too. All right. We're a family here. Hang out and we look out for each other. All right. So if you want to book personal reading, check out everything else channel has to offer. I think I already said this. Doesn't matter. Scan the QR code. Use the link pen in the bio or description box. Otherwise, until next we meet, love you to the moon and back. And I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Thanks, guys. Hey, Miss Marie. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Goody. I like your screen name. You're a goodie. I like that. Good boys, good girls. Dig it. All right. The goodies are welcome here. All right. Mama T's hanging in there too. That's awesome. Bernadette, what up? It is the Mama T, the Yoda of the fam. Yeah. All right. Doop. Onward and forward. Hi, Cindy. Onward and forward to Pisces. Where did you go, Pisces? Where's your timestamp? There you are. Or not timestamp, but your what are these things? Your title card, your banner. It's a banner. That's what it is. Okay. All right. There we go. You ready, guys? You ready for the grand finale? We've made it. Motorcycle riding, milkshake, burger on a beach. Oh my gosh, that sounds really fun. That sounds really fun. Huh? Okay. Anyways, I think there's a place in Anatoc that's got a beach. I don't know. All right. Yeah, we haven't used the Millennial Tarot. You want to give the Millennial Tarot a try? Let's try that, Pisces. What do you think? All right, let's see where we go. I'd love to have a house on a lake. I think that'd be really cool. All right. You know where it's like the front yard is the back of the house because they consider the front of the yard or the backyard the front yard because it's what goes out to the water, and you got to have like a dock and a swing that's on there and a little makeshift beach. Oh, that's like a dream home of mine. Okay, and it has to have a telescope on the roof. A big, expensive, high-powered digital telescope that hooks to my computer where I can just get up and be like, okay, all right, where is Pluto at right now? Or it's like, so, and like, oh, it's so cool. Okay, anyways, Pisces, you are going to a bunch of another random useless stuff. All right, Pisces, you're at 20, stop it. Pisces, you are at 2:44:44. That is a really cool timestamp. All right, so let's see what we got going on for you. Hi, Pisces. What up? How you doing? As you know, save the best for last. You are the grand finale to the fireworks display that is the Zodiac. What an appropriate analogy for right now. Happy 4th of July, y'all. All right, don't sit at home. Get out of the house. Go downtown. Go to your city fireworks event and that. Like usually they got like elephant ears and those cool concession stands, Pisces. Y'all, once we end this live, get out of these four walls. Go have some good times. All right? But anyways, let's see what we got for you. Because as you know, saving the best for last. Make it through all the other 11 signs. And now finally, it's time for Pisces. And the one on your mind. From whenever Pisces finds this reading, add 7 days. What do we have for Pisces? Thank you. 5 of Pentacles into the 8 of Wands. The door's getting ready to be opened back up. Or you've closed something out and you're getting ready to move forward and go in another direction. I'll find out because I got the 5 of Pentacles that popped out, but I have the 8 of Wands. That this is 7 of Pentacles into the Knight of Wands. Some of you guys might actually be a life coach, or maybe you're online. Could be talking to a Pisces with like a tarot channel or social media. You might just be like a life coach, or you have plans to do one. But I see you putting an end to the hustle culture. Like, don't hate the players, hate the game. You're closing off on the players in life. You want a higher level vibration because you put the work in, right? That's the thing. All right. Bonus points about driving along somewhere and seeing a Ferris wheel. Because I'm seeing the big tire in Metro Detroit along I-94. That it's not really a big tire on the side of the road. That actually was the Ferris wheel from what is it, the New York State Fair back in the 30s or something. Underneath that big fake tire along I-94 in Detroit, it's a Ferris wheel. Anyways, okay. We have the Two of Wands, new career, who dis? And the Two of Pentacles, new career, work-life balance. Pisces, are you going in a whole new direction? Hold on. And the Nine of Pentacles, first-time homeowner. Somebody either got an apartment, got a place, removed. What are you doing? Hold on. The Ten of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Music might be speaking to the two of you guys. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Did you disconnect from something to go into a direction you wish to go? Something like that? That might be what this is. Like somebody was trying to hold you back or keep you held back and try to control you, and you walked away from it to go in the direction you wish to go, like lessons learned, I'm done, I'm burnt out, I can't take any more of this, because they don't see or don't understand you or something. So I see like new career, who dis, work-life balance into the Nine of Pentacles. Work got in the way of this. Work and money got in the way of this, right? That's the thing on this. Maybe it's like having money for a trip or being accused of like didn't have money to go on the trip, or like we need another job or more work to go, something like that. Maybe it's just like there's kids involved or something. And it's like a family trip or something. And it's like, well, because all this other stuff happened, we have no work-life balance. And now this is going that way. And that's the thing on this one, that because of it to that Two of Wands, that you had to disconnect on it. Because they had a habit of always blaming you for everything. And yet, it's not that way. They can't keep blaming you for everything that goes wrong in their life, and then you keep taking it until you turn into a bit of like an emotional sponge that then turns into an emotional supernova, right? That's the thing. You could be a supernova empath on this one and just developing your gifts or having an ascension or an awakening, right? Because what I do see on this one, it seems as if, yeah, Ten of Cups on this one. You were all in on it, but you had to go in another direction because it's like they just weren't seeing it your way. It's kind of like, if I didn't know better, I would say this is something that like, there's something keeping you guys bound together, and you get to cut it out and go in that direction. It could be an ego. It could be a mindset. Some of you guys, they're holding something over your head or something like that and using it as leverage. So it's like I see a Pisces trying to write a letter or get things together and collected and just being like, why does it always happen this way? Why won't they focus on me? That's the vibes on this one. This is somebody that needs to get their work and their careers and their life in balance. Maybe, you know what? Yeah. They always put work in front of you. No wonder some of you guys decided to like disconnect and walk away. Somebody seen the fox lately? Or is it the rabbit that showed up? I think the rabbit showed up. Because that's the thing on this. They were so, like, you're dealing with a workaholic, right? They never let you know their schedule. They've always got a million different hustle projects going on, and they never make time for you. You can text them, just how's your day going? And you're like, man, I had exes in the past that would reply back to me. I had a couple that simped out and stalked me. And then it's like, but this one never makes time for me. What the heck? And now you feel completely like you got what you wanted, and then you get nothing. And they're like, oh, Pisces, here's a credit card. Go do something. Oh, Pisces, here's this. Go do this. And they think they can just throw the money at you instead of the love and then hold it over your head, right? Whoa, there's the notification. Let's see. Ooh, okay, there we go. So it's that vibe, see? And then they leave you unread. The notice goes off. You're like, I send them and then nothing, right? And it's just kind of like you get into that point that you're like, I'll just go off and do something else. Some of you guys might be a gardener or in horticulture or something, or somebody likes houseplants. Somebody's a minimalist too. But the Magician card is where I see that, because the Magician card, that's my MacGyver card. So you guys could be dealing with an Aries, Gemini, or Virgo. But the Magician card is MacGyver. Even if it's just Scotch tape and baling wires, you're making something out of what's going on right now. Because 1 minute, they're all in, and you've seen that they've been online. You see that their Instagrams have like stories going on or Snapchats going on. And you're like, okay, well, you're doing something. And yet here I'm sitting here unread when I'm trying to help you. Why won't you take the help? King of Cups. Somebody might work remote even, okay? But I think that's what it is like it's like a Pisces that they expect you to just stay home, take care of the family, do you, get in your kitchen, get barefoot and pregnant. Some of you guys actually totally want that. Some of you guys are like looking for the total traditional vibe, but this is the vibe that you need them to make more time for you. King of Pentacles, right? Virgo energy on that one, where it's like Pisces is not the first sign to throw money at. I can name you at least 3 other signs before Pisces. That's the one that you can just like, you can rent them by the hour, where it's like, oh, gee, sorry I didn't show you any attention. Here's a gift. Sorry. Oh, here's a necklace. Sorry. Oh, here's flowers. Guys, that doesn't keep working if you keep doing that. There is no replacement for direct attention. I don't care how many roses you buy. And that's the thing on this, the 9 of Swords to the Page of Wands. Well, they're out partying, right, jamming on their DJ music. Somebody here might even be a musician, singer, songwriter. And then you've got them in other directions, right? Even for the 3 to 4% of you that you did go online and look, well, you were waiting to hear from them, right? You're sitting there like, need to talk to me. And then for like 2 to 9% of you guys, you hop online and you see all their social media stuff's about somebody else, or it's not even about you. And then they're at parties. They're hanging out with their work buddies. And it's like, whoa, you got pictures of everybody else up there? Where's me? Where's me? Especially to the Pisces that you're like, look, Pisces changed their status. Pisces posted pictures. Pisces is doing stuff. Why aren't you reciprocating it, right? Somebody that makes you feel like you're not all in, or you're not a part of their life and their connection, because they're still working on blending it together, right? 4 of Pentacles to the King. This is somebody that gets involved in a lot of things, right? Pyramid schemes, things like that. Their heart chakra's closed off because they're so worried about their money, and they actually think you're a clout chaser or you're accustomed to a lifestyle. When with the crap you've been through, you've got your own lifestyle underhand. You're working on you. You're doing you. You need somebody to stand beside you and take accountability. You've dealt with enough people that put everything else in front of you. This is the one that you wanted to. Some of you guys might have recently moved out or got a new home or apartment, or they will, right? Even for those of you that have taken a moment, something about The Secret might resonate. Because they've got 1,000,001 reasons or excuses why they don't make contact with you when they do, and then they hold everything over your head, and you're like, I'm not your employee here, right? That's what it is. They treat you like an employee. They can compensate you and you'll be fine, right? It's like, hey, sorry, I'm going away on like a vacation. I got stuff to do. And you're like, wait, what about making time for me? I can't go on the vacation. I got what? And they're like, well, sorry about your luck. It's like, whoa. Couple stuff don't work like that, you know? Maybe some of you guys are still just in the getting to know each other stage, or the court stage, before it gets into like the talking and the dating and the exclusive stage, right? It's one of those vibes. If I didn't know better, I'd say that like, you guys, actually, the good Lord above is teaching both you guys a lesson, because in the past, both of you guys just jump in and go all in and get taken advantage of, right? Everybody sits there and uses you for what you can do for them. And then you come to find out that like, you were just the option. They never would change the status. They would never give it a label, right? And it's got you sitting back going, what is this? Some karma for what I did to people in my past or something? It's like I never, like everybody else is getting involved, engaged, and you're dealing with this. Of somebody putting work and their own clout and light. It's like they clout chase for themselves, and then they hold it over your head. Well, Pisces, you're the reason why this. And then it's like, I'm trying to help you. Right? You even got ways that you can help them streamline their work and everything. And this is somebody that just, they know best, right? I do see at that point that it's coming back around. Yes, something about the name Jason might even resonate, but I do see it coming back up. 5 of Wands to the 2 of Pentacles to get work and life back in order. I think with whatever it was you did to them when you went full on piranha mode, I think that's what was required, because they were trying to call your bluff, right? And then you're sitting there being like, why in the world won't you stick up for me? Why are you throwing me under the bus? I trusted you. I loved you. I gave my all to you. Some of you guys moved, relocated, moved in. And then all of a sudden they're sitting there throwing you under the bus, right? That's the thing with the 4 of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. What I see on this, something I don't see very often comes in here, that for those of you that are facing some kind of a legality or legal decision, I actually see it being dropped. Because in a way, they call, you raise, and they fold. Who's playing poker at a casino or card games or something? Anyways, basically I'm playing a card game. All this is Tarochi, right? I'm not doing divination. I work for God. I don't do that devil black magic stuff. I like God. He's way better, easier. God's already got it. God's already got the title, the paperwork, and everything, right? Only difference between God and the devil is you got to do the work for God. You got to actually pony up and actually change and put in the work, right? This is definitely somebody that thinks with the wrong chakra. And that's the thing. You might even think there's spell work or devil work on this one, but no. It's the vibes on this that like, see this, the tarot cards, if I leave them sitting here, they're not going to do divination. All this is, back in the day when this was started in the 1700s in Italy, this is euchre. Tarochi is basically euchre, right? Tarot doesn't do divination, but the people do. And then you get really bad because you have people who practice and believe in divination that then hop on Amazon and go buy a tarot deck. And now for 20 bucks, they're a tarot reader. And that is literally handing the loaded handgun to a 5-year-old. Somebody who has no clue what they're doing with these things, right? Hitler quoted the Bible. Is that divination? Exactly. These won't do a thing if I leave them sitting right here with the chariot. You guys can overcome this emotion too and move forward together. This will get fixed up for you guys between Cancer season. All right? Cards don't do divination, but when you work for God, a lot of cool stuff happens. It's amazing what happens when you and your person do the right thing. That's what God is saying, Crosswatcher. God is saying, pick the right person, make the right moves, and put in the work. You'll be shocked at how fast the abundance and rewards comes up, right? Pisces, it's July 4th right now, 3 days from my birthday. 3 months ago, I didn't think I was going to wind up in Tennessee, and yet here I am. Here I am like 2 to 3 weeks away with a tentative closing date of like the 27th of July. Boom, just like that. 3 months ago, I thought I was stuck in Michigan. When you go in the right direction, Crosswatcher, you'd be amazed at how fast the good Lord above opens it up and makes it rain. And don't do divination. The devil never makes good on any of his deals. There's a reason the devil's a fallen angel. Heaven didn't want him, right? Think about that, Satan, right? Think about the people that do get into heaven. You got kicked out of heaven. How bad did you have to be for God to actually kick somebody? God forgives. Jesus forgives. The Lord forgives. What do you think Satan had to do to get kicked out of heaven? Exactly. Anyways, but you and your person will be okay. And any spell work, any divination being cast upon you, you're protected, all right? You're here with me. My boss don't let the bad stuff happen. My boss makes it rain. All right, anyways. Sorry. Could be dealing with, I can't tell if that's Cancer or Leo. Anyways, or Virgo, Aries, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo. Sorry, what was the card after Leo? Cancer. Virgo, 9 of Swords, King of Cups, 10 of Cups. Oh, now I started reciting the cards. Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius. Okay, could be cusper vibes. That Cancer and Leo energy was stuck together pretty thick like butter. Yeah, it could be. Maybe some of you guys are even like Pisces, Aries, Cuspies. You're not like second deccan or something. I don't know. But anyways, Pisces, I hope that helps. Remember, down below in the comment section, go ahead and leave whatever. They've put you through a lot. If you need to leave a comment, if you need to leave an emoji, if you want to vent, if you want whatever. That's what the comments are here for. We're a family. Hang out, reply, interact with each other. We're all in this together. Okay? And remember too, Pisces, if you want to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code or use the links in the bios. It'll take you everywhere you need to go. We made it, guys. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this. I do love you all to the moon and back. You guys are awesome sauce. Hey, Brittany, what up? How you doing? Thank you for the like, Mari. Thank you, MeWow369, Limitless, Mod Squad, and everybody here. Remember, too, this will resonate to any sign or placement. Happy 4th of July. And I'll see you guys next time. All right? Love you to the moon and back. You know that. You know I love you. Anyways, until next we meet, peace, love, and spinny hugs.